As the sun sets over the west and the chill of the night air touches your lips, the imminent darkness falls upon us. If you listen close enough as you walk aside these crimson and black walls, you'll hear a saying echoing: win the day. The hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that have been shed over months of preparation all lead to this: the opportunity to get a W. Homecoming prides itself on tradition, a celebration of family, team, pride, and valor. It's about the name on the front of your jersey, not the back. It's about celebrating the history of the past and adding a new chapter of history for the future. The stage is lit. The audience is filled. Start your engines and get ready for a wild ride. This is the time to prove yourself. Show the world what you are truly made of. It is game time, baby. It's time to win the day.
Welcome to Ernie Chapman Stadium and Wilson Field here on the campus of Chapman University, where tonight the Chapman Panthers begin their SCIAC Conference play looking for another title. As we welcome you inside the booth, I'm Justin Gillerman alongside my good friend Cam Backstrom. Now Cam, are you ready for some football?
Absolutely, you know it. Saturday night, cool evening, it's homecoming. It's going to be a great game. Chapman against Claremont. I'm stoked.
Now the first two games were Chapman losses, and they're in new waters. They're not used to losing early in the season. What do they have to do tonight to turn their season around and get another ring?
Well, the first thing, Justin, you got to do is you got to establish some offensive rhythm. Chapman had 14 points in the first game, 7 in the last game, and they're coming off a 2014 campaign that averaged 42 points per game. So they got to give the ball to McKibbins, get the quarterback comfortable, make some plays down the field, and put some points on the board. Now, Justin, I know this is going to sound simple, but you can't turn the ball over. You turn the ball over, you're going to lose football games. And last week, they had turned the ball over 5 times, and in Linfield, they turned the ball over 3 times. If they eliminate those turnovers, they're going to win this football game. And lastly, defensive pressure. Their D-line has had only 3 tackles for loss this season and only 2 sacks. If they can create some pressure on the quarterback, stop the run, and create some defensive turnovers in their secondary, they're going to get a W today.
Thanks, Cam. Now, in order for these things to happen, and for anything to happen for either team tonight, the big players are going to have to step up. Who are we looking at on both sides as players who could potentially play a key role in the outcome of the game?
Well, Sean Pico's averaging 92.5 yards per game with 3 touchdowns, but he's also going to be splitting carries with Nick Gott, the other running back. Together, these two average for 160 yards. Now, of course, also the wideout, Trey Smith, is averaging 77 yards receiving per game, and he has a touchdown on the season. And their secondary captain on the defense, Victor Bruns, has 4 interceptions on the season with 9 tackles. He's going to lead their secondary today.
And now what about for Chapman?
Chapman, well, obviously you have to go immediately to Jeremiah McKibbins. He'll be back playing today. A touchdown already on the season. He needs 110 yards to beat the Chapman record for rushing for a running back. Sean Myers, of course, on the wideout, averaging 61 yards per game. And lastly, Drew DeMarco, the captain for Chapman's secondary. 4 batted passes, 1 interception on the season, and 4 tackles per game. He's going to be a main factor for Chapman's defense tonight.
Now, a lot of interesting storylines tonight, but the biggest one, Coach Bob Owens looking for his 50th career football win here at Chapman University. Hey, winning a football game is tough. What are your thoughts on this?
You nailed it right on the head, Justin. Winning 1 football game is hard, let alone 50. It's just such a great feat, and I'm so happy for him. I hope he gets it tonight at homecoming.
Now, like we said through the first 2 games, big losses for the Chapman Panthers, and a lot of people were lost to injury. As we bring in our 3rd member of our broadcast team, Kelly Moody, on the sideline, what do you have for us, Kelly?
Thanks so much, you guys. As you can see behind me, the crowd is piling in for this much-anticipated game. Meanwhile, I've got tabs on all of our big player changes, starting with Jeremiah McKibbins. McKibbins is our star running back. He had a concussion at Linfield, but he's ready to go for homecoming. We also have Noah Rivard. He was a freshman starting wide receiver last year. During a practice, he tore his ACL, but he's ready to go. This is his first game back. We also have Jacob Spear and Sam Dapper. They're recovering from minor injuries, but everyone's ready to go for this homecoming game, and we'll keep you updated on any changes with those players, as well as give you an exclusive insight as to what goes into making Chapman's homecoming so great. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kelly. We are just a few minutes away from kickoff as the stadium is filling up on this beautiful Saturday night. It's homecoming here on the campus of Chapman, and the focus is on the boys in black. So buckle up and stay tuned as we bring you the coverage of the Chapman Panthers and the Claremont Mudscript Stags right here on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University. Take your life to new heights. Chapman University. Invest your humanity. Lead.
Welcome back to Wilson Field, everybody. Homecoming weekend, the crowd is packed, looking for a Chapman W. The vibe is electric here, Cam. It's homecoming weekend. The homecoming game is always the biggest crowd of the season. We have our end zone audience. What are your thoughts? This is a huge crowd right now. I know it pumps the players up. I know it pumps me up. What are your thoughts?
Well, there are a ton of people out here, I can tell you that. It is going to be a great game. Everybody's pumped. I know we got a ton of people in AAF and Beckman. They're here to watch their team win.
Coin toss just happened. Chapman wins the toss. They will receive. Looking for a good game. Their special teams have been the heart and soul of this team so far, and they're going to need to win that special team battle again in order to get their first W.
Absolutely, yeah. That's how they get their yards, and hopefully they can get some good yards today all off that.
Chapman's sporting the all black. They look pretty stealthy, pretty fresh out there right now. I know if I were playing, I would want the all black or the all white. I think the all blacks look good tonight.
That's a great homecoming color. Match with the cheerleaders. And it looks like they're taking the field.
Pretty much. As we get ready for the kickoff, we expect Ethan Weinstein, their top kick returner, to have a big game. Claremont's special teams hasn't been great that season. They haven't made a field goal yet this season, allowing a bunch of kickoff returns, but maybe this is the night they turn it around.
Hopefully. Special teams is crucial, getting field goals.
Ethan Weinstein and Ron Howden back to receive for the Panthers as we get ready for homecoming weekend and the homecoming game for the Chapman Panthers. Skyac football is back. Chapman Panthers ready for the game. Claremont's in their road whites with black pants. Like we said, Chapman in all black. Looking for Coach Bob Owen's 50th career win. I have a good feeling, Cam, that this is the night he gets that W.
I have a good feeling too. Chapman's gonna receive.
All righty. And Skyac football is underway here at Ernie Chapman Stadium. Weinstein receives it, takes it to the right. Breaks a tackle, gets tackled around the 20-yard line by number 22, Will Edwards. Chapman bringing their offense on the field, led by quarterback Andrew Chavez. Chapman likes to run. As we see the starting lineups, Andrew Chavez along with his line. Big boys. They love the run game. They love the run game here. This would be an equal passing and rushing attack tonight. As we see Hakeem McGrew gets the start. We know Jeremiah McKibbins will be here soon, but for now, Hakeem gets it. Shotgun, hands off, Hakeem goes left. Hakeem gets the outside, cuts upfield, gets a good gain of 5 yards. That's going to get to the 26-yard line. Good run right there to start the game.
Great run, great blocking by the O-line. Looks like they're doing a hurry up huddle.
Chapman doing the hurry up. They're known for that. They have the best offense to do that. Hands off again, Hakeem goes right, throws it back to Chavez. Chavez is open, has someone downfield. Schaefer, no! We did hear earlier this week that they had something up their sleeve in this first possession. There it was, a little bad pass on the pass back from McGrew, kind of turned things off. Hey, what are you gonna do about it? 3rd and 5, still manageable 3rd down.
It was almost like a flea flicker.
It was almost a flea flicker. See McGrew in, we got a four receiver set. Tight end Louis Volk. Oh, that's going to be a flag. Too many men on the field for Chapman. We saw that coming as number 15 Volk was running off the field. Can't get penalties. You go from a 3rd and 5 now to a 3rd and 10. Now it's 3rd and long, and this is going to be a lot tougher for them to get
Just unnecessary yards. You gotta limit the penalties if you want to win football games.
Still with a 4 receiver set. 3 receivers to Chavez's right, Sean Myers to his left, Hakeem McGrew still in the backfield. Claremont showing blitz. Only rush 3, rush 4, late rusher, and Andrew Chavez gets taken down by the line. Number 42, Henry Way. He is one of their big guys up front, and he's going to lead the charge tonight.
They just went right through that O-line. Look at that, just swamped him. Chavez had nowhere to go.
Just like last game for Chapman, a 3-and-out, and that's not a good sign as the punter, William James, comes out for the Panthers. And hey, this could be a field position game. And it looks like Claremont's going to start their first possession with some good field position. James takes the snap, takes a kick, flag on the play. Good kick. Receive. Oh, fumble! Drop the ball! Drop the ball, but he's going to jump on it. That was Victor Bunce, our guy to watch. Muffs the punt right away.
It could have been a huge gain for Chapman, but there is a flag on the play, so we have to see, wait for the ref to see what the call is.
Flag on the play. Let's see what the ref has to say about this one. Potentially game-changing turnover right there, right off the bat for Claremont, but instead they cover it up. Oh, looks like it was on the Claremont team. Oh, never mind, it was on Chapman. That's going to bring it to 4th and 15, and they're going to have to punt again. And again, the field position maybe turn out well for Claremont.
That was a lucky series of events for Claremont. Could have been disastrous, an extra 20 yards on that punt.
This is a potentially, I don't want to say game-changing as we're only a minute and a half in, but that was a huge turn of events right here.
Absolutely.
James stands in his own end zone. William James, known for his big outburst on ESPN as he kind of went crazy after someone ran into him up there in Linfield. Got publicity all over the nation.
Yeah, that was definitely not top 10 play right there.
Hey, any publicity for Chapman's good publicity, am I right? The game's at a hold right now. Not sure what's going on. The ref finally backing out.
Waiting for that snap.
James gets the snap. Kicks it off. It's a good kick. He's going to take it in at the 41-yard line. There's a Chapman player right there. Misses the tackle. Misses another tackle. But number 17, Devin Kelly, is on the tackle. After he missed the first one, can't miss tackles on special teams.
3 missed tackles. It's an extra 5 yards. You got to make those tackles.
All right, Claremont's going to start their first possession, led by quarterback Trey Reynolds from Renton, Washington. The junior quarterback is only completing 43% of his passes, but hey, they're doing pretty well, 1-1 record right now. Reynolds in the shotgun as well, 3 receivers. We got a running back to his right. Takes the snap, hands off, fakes the handoff. Rolls to his right, Reynolds fires the receiver, and that's going to be maybe a 9-yard gain for number 80, Patrick Dixon, the big tight end. It's a good first play for Claremont.
Absolutely. Great first pass. Looks like they're yards short, 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 gives you a lot of option here. You can just hand it off, do play action, look downfield deep, or just do what you're going to do. 5 receivers set. 3 receivers to his left. Reynolds all alone in the backfield. Takes a snap, looks to his left, fires left. Oh, incomplete. Off the hands of Tyler Stanek.
Great hit by Chapman there. Lost control of the ball.
The hit was definitely on time, maybe factored in the play. As we look at the Chapman starting defense, big boys up front. This front 7 is going to be very key. Very key. As we look at the backfield too, led by Drew DeMarco, the senior cornerback. We go 3rd and 1 here. Reynolds under center here. I formation. Hands the ball off. Oh, jumps over a tackler. There we go. That's number 13, Shane Pico. We see a flag on the play, though.
Some early penalties here in this game.
Feeling out process for both teams here. Let's see if this stands or looks like it's going to be on the Chapman Panthers.
And that is not what you want if you are Chapman.
Can't get personal fouls. That's 15 yards. free to your opponent. And most times than not, you give 15 free yards to your opponent, they're going to capitalize, whether it's at the field goal or in the end zone.
Absolutely. That puts them in field goal range now.
Reynolds in the backfield with Pico. 2 receivers to his left. Takes the handoff, hands it off to Pico. He's tackled by a gang of Chapman Panthers. Looks to only get 1 or so. Claremont really wants to get their run game going. They like to attack through the air and on the ground, but their strengths lie on their rushing, as they rush for 237 yards a game while only passing for 138.
One running back in the backfield.
Takes the snap, hands it off again to Pico. He's tackled for no gain there. A great tackle by number 54, Rami Hanna. Exactly what you wanted for the Panthers. Forces a 3rd and long. Claremont running a hybrid no huddle as they look to the sidelines for their next play. A gang of substitutions come in. Play clock at 15. Reynolds with running backs on both sides. Hands the ball off. Bounces outside. Finds it. Oh, runs right into one of his players, but Drew DeMarco was there on the tackle. I don't think he has enough for the first down.
Definitely made something out of nothing right there. Gotta love Shane Pico. Always going to the outside, making moves. As you can see, looks like he has a possible game nothing. He just turns the corner and puts on the speed.
He is not afraid to get some contact. He puts his head down, does his job, doesn't ask questions. It looks like the Stags are going for it on 4th down. It's a 4th and 2 from the 11-yard line as the Chapman fans get loud.
Pretty gutsy call early in the game.
Yes, it is. They're in the I formation. Pico and Gott in the backfield. Hands it off to Pico to the right. He goes up the middle, and he's going to get the first down and runs over a Chapman defender. He's going all the way up to the 5-yard line. Hey, gutsy call, but they got it.
Gutsy call. He got the 2 and some.
Claremont sending a message. They're not backing down. They want to start off this guy with a win as well. High formation again. Pico in the backfield. Hands up, goes up the middle, but he's tackled. A good tackle right at the line of scrimmage by number 36, Garrett Frediani. This Chapman defense is going to have to step up. Looks like an injured player. Number 56 for Chapman, number 13 for Claremont. Both had their helmets come off. They're going to have to leave the field.
Shane Pico looks like he went out of the game. His helmet went off, so he has to take a play off.
They replace him with Andrew Segre. A 3-headed monster for the Claremont backfield, all capable of doing the job. Reynolds under center, gets some motion. Hands off again to the right, and he's tackled in the backfield. What a tackle by number 90, Adam O'Shea. And the Chapman Panthers fans love it.
See, Justin, that's exactly what I was talking about. Getting those tackles for a loss. It's only the 4th of the season. Great for Chapman. That's just great defense right there.
That's a third and long situation. It's a 3rd and goal. Trey Reynolds and the Stags offense need to find a way in the end zone, or they're going to have to settle for a field goal. He's in the shotgun with Segre. 4 receivers set. Chapman shows some pressure. Drops back, looks to his left, no one to his left, rolls right, has some space, fires it in the end zone, a wide open receiver. Claremont touchdown by number 6, Trey Smith, their leading receiver. You can't leave that guy open.
Absolutely, and the quarterback just went outside the pocket and said, I'm going to look for that open receiver.
The Panthers
he rolls out, as you can see, and just finds the open man for the touchdown.
The Panthers did not contain the edge. Number 51, Ben Waters, got caught up in the line. And that's a touchdown all day to the Colleyville, Texas, Trey Smith. On for the extra point. And that's good. A line drive kick, a low kick, but whatever works.
Barely, looked like it barely made it from up here.
We had that problem last week in the Whitworth game. Chapman field goal kicker Lucas Alfonso hit a field goal, but the refs looked at each other and said, we're not going to call that one good.
They declined it. Couldn't believe it.
So 8:36 left in the first quarter. Already 7-0 Claremont. Not a good start for Chapman.
That was just a good drive by Claremont as well. They ran the ball, they passed the ball, nice mix. Chapman's defense just got to step up.
The key play was the 15-yard and sportsmanlike conduct. Can't be having those penalties.
Absolutely.
Weinstein and Craddock back to receive. Chapman have a strong front line. They have 5 players right at the 40 and then 3 more at the 50, and a usual kick return alignment. As they separate now, I was going to say they're probably waiting for the onside kick. I don't know what Claremont wanted to do there, but kick is off. It's going to number 40, Craddock. He fields it back at the 1. Looks to the left, has some space. Hits one defender, runs over another defender, and he's going to be out at the 21-yard line. Not bad kickoff return. Chapman needs to get something going, though, on offense.
Absolutely, yeah. Look for McKibbins to get on this drive. They didn't put him in the first drive. He may be in on this one.
If I were a betting man, I would say McKibbins is going to be in this series. As we look at that replay, runs over a defender right at the 20. Craddock. Not the usual kick return guy. Weinstein was also back there, but Craddock got this one. Made the most of it. And like you said, McKibbins is in the backfield. Got 2 running backs out there with Chavez. Claremont shows pressure, backs away, hands off to McKibbins. McKibbins gets contact at the 1 with a 1-yard rush. That tackle's made by number 45, Brennan McDonald, their leading tackler.
Nice easy run by McKibbins, trying to get his feet wet again.
Alrighty, as we look at that last drive from the Stags, it was a huge penalty that helped them get some yardage.
Illegal hands to the face, 15 yards is huge.
Chavez back, 3 receivers to his left. Throws a screen. Number 2, Noah Rivard, breaks 1 tackle, gets tackled by the 2nd defender. That's going to be a gain of 2. Noah Rivard coming back from that ACL injury. Looked okay right there for me. It's going to bring another 3rd and long for the Panthers. They can't keep putting themselves in 3rd and long.
Panthers definitely need to convert on this one right here, 3rd and 7.
Substitutions going in and out. Austin Schaefer and Riley Gilbo to Chavez's right. Sean Myers to his left with McKibbins in the backfield. Drops back, looks right. Has no one, finds Schaefer. Schaefer makes the catch, and that's going to be a 1st down. Schaefer had to extend himself right there, hit the ground, but kept on to the ball.
What a great catch right there. Nice easy rollout, got the 1st down. That's exactly what you want to see.
Great catch by the Anaheim Hills native. As we look at the replay here, Chavez looking right the whole time. Sees Schaefer break on his route, and a nice catch, a nice connection right there by Chavez and Schaefer. Chavez hands it off again to McKibbins. McKibbins breaks a hole, goes up the middle, and a good rush for 10 yards. Taken down by a Stag linebacker.
And that's the McKibbins we all know and love, Justin. Absolutely, 10 yards right there. Oh, needs 100 more to break that record. We're going to be keeping tabs of that tonight.
I can hear that clock ticking down until he gets the record. See more of that. Chavez hands ball off again to McKibbins. Looked like he's stuffed in the backfield, and he's tackled for 1 or 2 yards by number 25, Gino Quaid. A flag on the play, though.
And another costly penalty.
Holding on number 15, Louis Volk. Hey, tight end's got to do the dirty work, but you got to do it legal. Can't break the rules. So penalties are a key thing right now for the Panthers. First down and 20, ball on the 34-yard line. Still Chavez and McKibbins in the shotgun in the backfield. 3 receiver set. Claremont rushes from the side, dumps it off to McKibbins. McKibbins breaks one tackle, gets through him, and he's up and running. Oh, gets taken down, a shoelace tackle, and he stopped right at the 42-yard line. Hey, they made something out of nothing right there.
Absolutely, broke his ankles and kind of kept moving forward. Get some more yards.
Claremont showed pressure from the edge. Nice little dump off by Chavez to McKibbins as he's going to come out. Hakeem McGrew back into the game. Fakes the handoff to McGrew, finds a receiver right there. That's Sean Myers, and that's a nice little 7-yard gain for the senior receiver Myers.
As you can see in the replay, Chavez kind of rolled out a little. Great pass. Looks like he'll be a little bit short of the first down.
Gives him a 3rd and 1 though, which is manageable. 3 receivers to the right. Hands off to McGrew. McGrew's going to get the first down and maybe more, and he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's all the way down to the 45-yard line. McGrew's just hopping over defenders on the ground right there and makes his way for a nice little 15-yard gain.
And this is exactly what you want at Chapman. You want to bounce that run, bounce the pass, and they're driving. Even though they've had some costly penalties, they're finally on Claremont's side. Hope we put some points on the board.
The Panthers are finding their rhythm on offense. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to Chavez. Chavez finds Myers again in that little. Myers is just sitting down in that pocket. Finding the Stags are playing a zone. He's finding the opening in the zone, and that's another gain for 8 or 9 yards.
Gibbons back in the game.
Just a couple of receptions early for Myers. One of our players to watch. Chavez sees stats for the first 2 games. Hands off to McKibbins, and he has nowhere to go. The Chapman run game was stuffed right there by number 10, Andrew Sova. Andrew Sova is a monster on that D-line, as you see it here.
That was a full-on blitz right there by Claremont. Had nowhere to go.
They saw that option coming from a mile away, and they were there to stop it. It's going to bring a 3rd down and 8. Runs like that just kind of take the excitement away of that earlier gain of 8 on that first down play. Chavez by himself in the backfield. Looking for a receiver open, has no one. Tries to beat it, he beats the perimeter, and he has some room to run, and he's gonna get that first down. All the way up to the 22-yard line. What a run by the quarterback there.
What a great QB scramble. He saw nothing. He's like, you know what, I'm going to take it myself and get the first down. And he just did that.
Sometimes you just got to do it yourself.
Absolutely.
Here's the replay here. Looks left, no one there. Looks right, no one there. Finds himself on the edge. Gets past Sova, number 10, and he's got some room to run. Got a first down from the 21-yard line. Chavez drops back, looks over the middle, finds Myers, but pass was just not there as he gets knocked down by number 42, Henry Way.
And Chavez has been in shotgun nearly every play. Looks like he is not going to be under center tonight.
Andrew Chavez, the junior from Chino Hills, has a tough task of replacing Michael Leahy, who left for graduation last year.
Those are some big shoes to fill, but you know what? He's doing a good job.
This pass felt the pressure coming to his left. Didn't get a good connection there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. 7-0 Claremont after they scored on their first possession. Hands off, fakes the handoff to McKibbins. Looks for a receiver to the right, has a man wide open, and that's Mr. Sean Myers for a Chapman touchdown.
This is a great, perfect pass by Chavez. Sean Myers wide open in the end zone. That's what you want to see.
And that brings the Chapman crowd to life. A perfect play action fake.
And this crowd is going wild.
And the Chapman players are pumped as well. Look at those guys on the sideline.
Sean Myers has come alive early in this first quarter.
He is making his presence known as the Stags are going to have to do something to cover him up. Lucas Alfonso on to kick the extra point. And he nails it. And that's good. And we got a 7-7 ball game with 3:09 left in the first quarter. Good drive right there.
Absolutely, great drive. Had a couple penalties, but you know what? It's all good. Chapman passed the ball, they ran the ball, and they did a great job. As you can see on the replay, play action right there by Chavez, and a wide open Sean Myers in the end zone.
Perfect fake. That's why they're in the shotgun. They can hand the ball off, they can fake it, they can go no one in the backfield. Running that hurry-up offense doesn't hurt as well.
Absolutely.
That last touchdown brought a jolt to the Chapman crowd as they're starting to get a buzz now on this sold-out crowd.
And we are lining up for the kickoff.
Alfonso with the kickoff duties. He has a big boot. Was a big kicker in the Southern California high school scene. And the kick is off. Has to come up. The ball bounces away. And they're not going to get back to the 25-yard line. That was number 45, Brennan McDonald. I don't know if you want a linebacker fielding that ball.
Well, if you're Claremont, you almost got a heart attack right there because the ball dropped, and luckily they got it back. But
so take a look at the Claremont Stags, located in Claremont, California, founded in 1946. 3,090 students. Football teams composed of 3 schools. Notable alumni Stan Love. George Pinky Nelson went to Claremont. Who would have thought?
Never knew it.
As the Stags begin their second possession on the 24-yard line. Reynolds with a running back to his right. 3 receivers as we see some motion. Takes the snap, hands the ball off. That's a gain of 1 or 2 right there. That's Segre again. So Segre is being the second running back right now. We are not seeing Nick Gott, who's been splitting carries with Shane Pico. Interesting. Don't know if he's hurt or if this is just the game plan. Brings up a 2nd and 9. 2:29 left in the first quarter. Reynolds hands the ball off again. And there's again no gain, maybe 1 yard. That Chapman front 7 is creating that pressure we wanted to see as they stop Segre again. Led by number 54, Rami Hanna.
3rd and 10, it's exactly what you want if you're the Chapman defense. Look for Claremont to pass right now after the 2 first runs. Didn't really get much.
Let's see if Chapman brings the blitz right here, creates some pressure, maybe get Reynolds on the move. 4 receivers set, 3 receivers to his left. Look for Trey Smith right here. Reynolds changes something up. Takes the snap, looks towards his left, finds a receiver sitting in the pocket. That's number 2, Tyler Stanek. It's not going to be enough for a 4th down, though.
Great defensive stance right there by Chapman. And Claremont's going to be forced to punt.
Good stand. Score a touchdown. Get a 3 and out right away. Chapman looking good right now. They're getting the momentum. Stanek on the punt. He does the punter duties and the wide receiver duties. He was a 3-sport athlete in high school.
Wow, that is impressive.
Juggled basketball, baseball, and football. And he's juggling punting and receiving for the Claremont Stags.
And
Rolls
they have
right. Fake's a fake. That ball hits at the 37 and is going to roll back to the 34-yard line, where Chapman's going to start their possession with 42 seconds left.
Tried to run a fake there at the end. Looked like a pass. They ended up kicking the ball away.
Not horrible field position for the Panthers, but the great drive last drive was something they need to build upon here. Let's see if they keep mixing it up with that run game and the play fakes. As McGrew is the running back with Chavez.
And it looks like Hakeem McGrew is splitting carries with Jeremiah McKibbins tonight.
Claremont's got 7 in the box. Hands the ball off to McGrew. He finds a hole, cuts back inside, and he's going to get a good gain of maybe 3 yards, 4 yards. Just stop shy of the 40-yard line. McGrew had all the carries last week as McKibbins was gone.
And you see McGrew here kind of has little moves, kind of jumping out for a couple extra yards. Very sneaky runner.
He's going to bring up a 2nd and 6. Chavez fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, finds a receiver. That's Myers, but he's not going to make the connection as the throw was too far out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 with 5 seconds left in the quarter.
Sean Myers wanted to get that one-handed grab.
Potentially big play here as the first quarter comes to an end. Chavez, 3 receivers, 2 to his left. Myers, Schaefer, and Gilbo are the receivers. He looks left, finds Schaefer, and that's going to be a catch for Schaefer. And Schaefer breaks a tackle, goes around, and he's open. He's in the open field, and he's getting tackled at the 35-yard line. Schaefer with a nice little come around on that, burned his corner away. And that's a big pickup as the first quarter ends.
That was a huge gain. Get your spirits up. Great first down for the Panthers right there. As you can see on the
Schaefer
replay.
cuts the ball, comes back.
He burns him and keeps on going.
All right, as the first quarter comes to an end, we see the score. Chapman 7, Claremont 7, and you see the stats. Alrighty, so 7-7 after the end of the first quarter. We'll come right back here on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University, a diverse, well-rounded education. Art, dance, music, theater. Empower your future. The performing arts at Chapman University. Create.
And Chapman gets a handoff. McGrew takes it upfield, and that's going to be a gain of 3 yards for the Panthers as we begin the second quarter. 7-7 between the Chapman University Panthers and the Claremont Mudscript Stags.
And I know right before the quarter ended, Chapman had a huge gain right there. McGrew's back in. Oh, McKibbins just checked in. He'll be in for the back. 2nd and 8.
2 running backs with Chavez. McGrew alongside Chandler Wong. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff, has some time, throws it deep. There's Myers again. Myers, no. A little too long. Myers had some space, but Chavez's pass was a little too long.
Yeah, Myers burned the defense. Better pass. That could have been a touchdown.
Myers is having his way with this stacked secondary right now. He's finding all the open spots.
Yeah, he is burning the secondary D by Claremont. See if they change it up to go man instead of zone.
That was number 26, Mac Cooney, on the coverage for the Stags. As McGrew comes back in for McKibbins. McGrew getting most of the time. Play clock down to 10. Chapman needs to hurry up. And they were not on the same page, as this is going to be a false start.
Yeah, as you said, miscommunication. The clock was running down. Chavez kind of panicked. Their wide receivers took off. Miscommunication right there.
So what happens when the clock runs down, you got to stay composed. You can't freak out with what's going on.
And you can see on the replay, Chavez was wanting for the timeout, didn't get it in time. And looks like Chapman's going to meet on the field. They're going to discuss.
Bob Owens trying to preach to his team. Stay calm, stay composed, stay within yourself. They're driving right now. They're doing a great job. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 for the Panthers as the teams get back onto the field. Bob Owens really giving his offense an earful right now. He was not happy with that penalty, or for all the penalties so far today.
Yeah, I mean, it's costly. It's 3rd and 13. You got 3rd and long. Bob Owens is saying, stop with the penalties. It's costing us.
Chapman comes out with a 3-receiver set. McGrew with Chavez in the backfield. The stack shows some blitz. We got a pressure from the side. Chavez rolls his route. Oh, cuts the defender. Probably a holding call. Chavez keeps onto the ball, gets sacked for a huge loss. Penalty flags are flying everywhere. This should be an interesting call because we did see the holding, but I thought I saw a face mask at the very end.
Well, these penalties, they might offset each other. Let's see here. Chavez is rolling out. You got the holding.
Holding, offense, number 72. Personal foul, face mask. Defense, number 53. Those fouls will offset. Replay the down.
So we were right.
Offsetting penalties.
Penalties on both teams. Huge break for Chapman. Still get a manageable third down. Their offensive line just got torched by that Claremont blitz.
Well, they got lucky. Their O-line was like Swiss cheese right there. They just went right through it. Got lucky for the face mask. Brings up 3rd and 13.
At that point, though, if you're Chavez, you need to throw that ball away.
Or you can just take the sack. Just drop down. No need to try and scramble because that was just a huge loss right there. Got to have better quarterback IQ.
3 receivers to the right. Chavez in the shotgun. McGrew to his left. Takes a snap, fires it off to McGrew in the flats, and McGrew has some space. If he beats the tackle, if McGrew broke that tackle, there was no one else there to stop him. That would have been a touchdown.
He got the pass right there. He had some room to run. Looks like he was just short of the first down. But you are right, Justin. It could have been a touchdown if he had stayed on his feet.
Huge tackle by Matt Cooney right there. Touchdown-saving tackle. Chapman going for it on 4th down. It's a 4th and 4 from the 29. 7-7 ball game here as the second quarter just starting.
Yeah, I like this call.
I do too. Your defense is playing well. As Chavez looks, finds the middle. Myers is up in the middle, cuts inside, and he's going to get the first down. Myers is finding space. He makes that cut right there. That's the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Yeah, Justin, you can call Myers 24-hour fitness because he has been always open this entire game. Found the hole and got the first down.
We take a look at the replay. Just riding a little drag right through the middle, and Myers cuts off, breaks away from his corner, his defender, and finds the first down. Chapman is rolling. Chavez takes the snap, hands off to McKibbins. He rolls left, gets to the outside, has a running back in front of him, and he stiff arms his way to the out-of-bounds line. And that's a rush of 6 yards.
You gotta let McKibbins know. He's a patient runner. Got that stiff arm at the very end there. Look at this. Very patient, sees the gap, continues to run. Great stiff arm, and goes out of bounds.
Get out of my way, as McKibbins probably said. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 from the 17. Chapman has a good drive going. Fakes the handoff. Chavez rolls right. Finds Schaefer open again, and Schaefer drops the ball. Schaefer is as sure-handed as they get. And uncharacteristic drop for him right there.
Yeah, he was wide open. He jumped up, had the ball, just couldn't come down with it.
Looking to make a move before he got the ball, and that's what cost him. 3rd and 4. Let's take a look at Noah Rivard coming back from his ACL injury. Key factor in this offense. Takes the snap, hands the ball off a delay, handoff, and that was not fooling anybody. Huge tackle by number 42, Henry Way, who is spending a lot of his time in the Chapman backfield.
McKibbins got stuffed. Nowhere to run that time. Brings up 4th and 8.
And they're bringing on the kicking team. 1 4th down conversion was good enough. They're going to look for the points as Lucas Alfonso comes out onto the field again.
Puts you in decent field goal range. Looking to get the extra 3.
This is about a 37-yard, 38-yard field goal for Alfonso, who has enough leg to do it. Snap is good. Kick on his way. And it's good. No good.
No good.
Excuse me. As Lucas Alfonso's kicking troubles continue. Missed 2 kicks last week, 1 this week. Maybe the 4th down options is the better option right now.
You know, I was surprised there. I thought it looked good from up here.
As we see Alfonso clearly not happy As you know, his brother was also a Chapman kicker, also played on the soccer team, so the Alfonso legacy lives on with Lucas as the kicker. Reynolds comes out again for the Stags possession. Fakes the handoff, finds a receiver through the slant. And that's a nice catch by number 2, Tyler Stanek, the Irvine, California native. Shane Pico in the backfield as we look at this pass right through the middle to Stanek. A good pickup of 7 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 2, excuse me. As Reynolds is under center. Drops back, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looks for a receiver, finds a receiver in the flats. And breaks a tackle, but meets a swarm of Chapman defenders. That was number 36, Matthew Orrick. That's going to be a first down for the Stags. Stags still in the shotgun with Reynolds. Hands the ball off to God. He's met with a backfield. Good tackle by Chapman, number 36.
And Pico just got stopped right there. Great tackle by the Chapman defense.
Good tackle by one of the senior captains, Garrett Frediani. Second and 13 for the Stags. Got 4 receivers in the game. Here's the snap, drops back, looks to his right, feels the pressure to his left, and that's Ben Waters with a huge sack. What momentum that Waters got.
Well, you know, we said just at the beginning of the game, that Chapman defense is coming alive. Their front 7 is making plays, they're getting in the backfield, and that's a sack. That's exactly what you need.
As we see here, Waters breaks his blocker, and he wanted that quarterback. I do not empathize with Trey Reynolds getting tackled by the big Waters.
This will bring up a long 3rd and 19.
4 receivers set. Chapman drops back in the nickel. Fakes the handoff, feels the pressure, steps up. Calling for a receiver, he finds Stanek, and that's going to be enough for the first down. And he's met with a big hit, but it was too late. It's a pickup of 21 yards for the Stags, and this drive continues.
Huge pickup for Claremont right there, but a big hit by Chapman at the end there.
Reynolds rolls out, finds someone in the middle. It's Stanek, the Mr. Do Everything for this team. Met
huge
with
hit, though.
Huge hit by number 33, Connor Larkin. A 7-7 ball game here in the middle of the second quarter. Hands the ball off to Segre. Segre finds some space, but not much as the Chapman linebackers introduce themselves to their running back. No gain on the rush. Brings up 2nd and 10. Second down. Both teams playing out of the shotgun tonight. Takes a snap. It's a read option. Quarterback keeps it, finds some space up the middle. Drops down for a gain of 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. You see the option right there. Reynolds keeps it, finds some space in the middle, drops down, avoids the big hit.
Reynolds has done pretty well today. Completed some good passes, run the ball a few times.
He's managing the game. He's doing what the Stags need to do to stay in this game. It's a big 3rd down here. As the Panther pack is yelling. Drops back, looks right, has no one, finds us wide open with Stanek, and he just underthrows him.
And number 54, Rami Hanna went right through that O-line.
caused the pressure there, but there was no one around him. He had space. Just a bad throw. It's going to be a Claremont punt now.
Great defensive stop for Chapman right there. It brings up 4th and 5. Also gives Chapman plenty of time to go down and score again.
Here's the snap. Oh, it's a block punt. It's block punt picked up by number 90, and he's going to get tackled. Woo! One tackle away from breaking for a touchdown.
The big boy number 90 picked it up and almost got away. Great blocked punt right there, and it brings this Chapman crowd alive.
All righty, now we're going to head down to the sideline as Kelly Moody has a special guest for us. What do you have? Who do you have for us, Kelly? All right, as Kelly has a special guest for us, Kelly, who do you have for us?
Guys, I have one of our most successful Chapman athletes, Anthony Easy Coombs. We used to watch him on this field. Now we can see him playing for the Browns. Anthony, what has it been like moving from a small D3 school to playing professional ball?
The experience has been absolutely just incredible. Just realizing that everything you worked hard for the moment you came into college, just actually paying off, and getting the opportunity I got. It's words can't describe how incredible it feels to do what I do. It's awesome.
Well, you used to say that Chapman played with the heart of a D1 school. Does that still hold true for you tonight?
Definitely. I mean, the first thing that Coach Owens told me my first year here when I came in for camp was, big time is what you make it. And, I took that to heart. I really decided to, apply that to everything I've done in the last 4 years. And so the rest of the guys I played with who graduated. And, we took this program and made some incredible leaps and, made history. And I definitely think that that helped me with my mentality as far as progressing from this school into the professional level.
Awesome. Well, thank you, and welcome back to the Chapman field. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kelly. Good to see that Anthony Zakuni doing good stuff after graduating here from Chapman.
Absolutely, just a huge factor last year, and we wish him all the best.
That we do. So we bring up a 1st and 20 after the holding penalty. Chavez hands the ball off to McKibbins. He bounces it outside, cuts back inside, and that's going to pick up a couple yards for the Panther running back.
As you mentioned, that holding penalty, another costly penalty. Brings up 2nd and 17. Unnecessary penalties for Chapman tonight.
That's the story of the game so far. Their offense is doing a good enough job to hold the lead, but these penalties keep pushing them back. They got to stay disciplined. The Chapman fans are sitting on their hands right now, waiting for something big to happen. Let's see if it happens in this possession. Fakes the handoff to McKibbins, looks deep, finds Myers on a comeback, and Myers breaks the tackle. And then number 21 catches up with him.
Sean Myers with the huge gain right there.
That was Tiger Brown. Yes, Tiger Brown with the tackle. As you see Myers go deep for 20 yards, come back, locate the ball. Hey, it's a Chapman first down.
Great curl right there, and just kept going, and huge gain right there. Sean Myers is just lighting it up tonight.
Sean Myers is a good person to have for fantasy football. Hands off to McKibbins. Spins inside, but he's going to have a gain of maybe 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 with 5:40 remaining in the second quarter.
McKibbins had a few yards. Nice spin move right there.
7-7 ball game here. Chavez staying in the shotgun. 2 running backs with him. Hands the ball off to McKibbins. He finds a hole, and he busts it up for a couple of yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
It's going to be a huge 3rd down conversion right here for Chapman. They want to convert it, put some points up on the board before the half, and have a good feeling going into halftime, Justin.
Maybe this is a 2-down or 4-down territory with the way Alfonso is struggling with his field goals right now. I would not be surprised if they do not pick this up, they go for it on 4th down. Takes the snap, finds right, it's Myers again, and Myers catches the ball, and that's going to be a 1st down as he gets taken out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Myers is everywhere.
Myers is literally all over the field, making plays, great catches, rolls out to the right, goes out of bounds, got the first down. As you can see, Chavez was looking for him from the beginning, wide open, had 2 feet in bounds, easy catch.
Chavez finding his go-to guy, something he didn't have last week against the Whitworth Pirates. First and goal from the 5. Hands the ball off to McKibbins. McKibbins finds a hole and he reaches in, and that's a touchdown. And that is a touchdown. The far sideline ref signals a touchdown, and the Panthers are back on top.
As you can see, McKibbins went through. He's going for it, and he leans for the touchdown. Lost the ball, though, but reached it right over for the touchdown right there.
That second effort. Drop the ball. Whoops. Let me put it back in.
Give me that extra foot.
Let me get that touchdown. And, hey, you hear that? The clock's ticking down until he breaks that record. As we look at the SCIAC standings, as we see first conference game for most teams around here. A lot of teams went 1-1 overall as Lucas Alfonso makes the extra point, and that gives the Chapman Panthers a 14-7 lead.
You know, Justin, that was just a great drive overall. Sean Myers, though, had a huge pickup on that third down. Of course, he had another catch again in the goal line, and McKibbins finished it off with this touchdown run. Great passing attack, great running attack by Chapman. That's exactly what he won.
I think if I have to suggest anything for Claremont, it's to cover Sean Myers. As we look at those standings, Cal Lutheran, the only team to go 2-0 non-conference, as Chapman and the Redlands Bulldogs started 0-2. Claremont, along with a handful of other teams, at 1-1. Should be interesting to see how this SCIAC race unfolds as Chapman looks to get another title.
They look poised to win again. I like them favored.
Watch the matchups between Cal Lutheran and Redlands. Those are key games to watch.
Bob Owens, of course, going for his 50th win tonight.
Alfonso on to kick. The Stags have one receiver back. And the ball falls off the tee. Unusual wind right now for a Southern California night.
Gotta have that extra second.
Hey, it can come back and prove costly. As Alfonso lines up again, hoping this time the ball stays on its tee. Kick is off. And it's a good kick all the way in the end zone. There's no return on that. He kneels for a touchback. And the Stags will start at the 20. So Chapman, a good win right there on the special teams front.
As I said, great kickoff.
Let's see how this Chapman defense comes back again. They've been stout so far tonight.
Both sides of the ball, defense and offense. That's exactly what you want.
See what the Stags do this possession. A lot of passing last time. See if they mix in the run a little bit with 4:23 left. There's Reynolds in the backfield with Pico to his right. Fakes the handoff to Pico, finds someone in the slot. That's number 80, the big tight end, Patrick Dixon. That's going to be a first down.
Tight end just simply went straight up the field, caught the ball. Great first down. As you can see on the replay, wide open, number 80. Simple pass, simple catch.
Simple route. Run until you catch the ball. Ball's at the 37-yard line. Two receivers to Reynolds left. Fakes the handoff, finds a slant. That's Stanek again, and he's met by the Chapman safety. Huge hit. Stanek holds on. Big hit brought to you by number 29, Joe Covarrubias.
Huge hit right in the gut. Tyler Stanek had to go to the sideline for that one.
Stanek goes, I'm tough. I'm holding on to the ball. Let's move. Second short for the Stags. Drops back, finds another pass. They're passing the ball a lot, and that hits number 9. Andrew Scott, haven't heard much from him tonight.
Just had a simple rollout right there. Wide open. Passing a lot the ball, as you said, Justin, moving down the field, they're driving.
As Chapman calls their second timeout of the half. Do not want the Stags to come down and score with the time running out on the first half.
Yeah, you definitely want to get a stop right here. A field goal's fine, but you definitely don't want that touchdown. Of course, no points at all is the best option.
Knowing Bob Owens, he doesn't want this Stag offense to gain another yard. He's preaching to his defense right now. Get that pressure, sack the quarterback.
After that quick timeout,
the offenses make their way back onto the field. 14-7 Panthers here. But Claremont is driving right now. A 3 receiver set, 2 to his right, 1 to his left.
Yeah, I was going to say, the clock right there was running down to 2 seconds.
Technical team having a tough time with the scoreboard right now. We'll cut them some slack, though. It's first half. A lot of pressure on them. Hard count. Chapman does not bite as they look for a new play. Reynolds in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Pico. Pico bounces it outside, finds some space, but he's taken down. Nice tackle by number 26, Drew DeMarco.
And Shane Pico looked like he had a gap there, but Drew DeMarco stopped him and said, "No, sir."
Excuse me, Joe Covarrubias on the tackle. Reynolds still in the shotgun. Looks left, finds a receiver, and Stanek gets taken out. And there's a flag on the play. Didn't see what happened, but as we take a look, Stanek gets crushed by Covarrubias.
Wow, and his neck there, really scary at the end there.
Very scary.
Good thing he's all right walking on the field. That's roughing the passer.
Penalties, penalties, penalties. That's one way to get Coach O mad.
Yeah, there's been a lot of penalties on Chapman. I mean, I didn't really see the roughing the passer, but ref said yes, there is, and they're moving up the field.
And we listen to what the ref says, because what he says goes. There's a 1st and 10 now on the 24. 2:41 left as the Stags are driving. Fakes the handoff, and it's batted down by number 96. Number 96, Christian Niemi.
Look like J.J. Watt right there. Big boy stopping it down, swatting it down.
But again, another penalty. Offsides on the Chapman defense. They're giving free yardage to the Stag offense right now.
Wow. Another penalty by Chapman.
Wipes out a great play by Niemi.
Coach Owens is going to have to say no more penalties. No more penalties.
It's going to be the first thing brought up during halftime. Reynolds takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Looks to throw a fade, miscommunication, Drew DeMarco, no. Miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver.
Drew DeMarco was looking for that pick.
Andrew Scott was the intended receiver. A lot of slants and a lot of curls are what the Stags have resorted to this drive. 2nd and 5 from the 19. The Stags look into the sidelines for their play. Takes a snap, pitches left. That's Pico. Pico has the edge. Pico's going to get the first down and more. And Pico cuts inside, and that's going to be a touchdown. What a run by Shane Pico to possibly tie this game up right before halftime.
Shane Pico just ran outside and is like, you know what, I'm going to get to that end zone, and he just did that.
Hits the edge and cuts inside, and he was gone from there.
There is plenty of time left, though, for Chapman, as you can see here on the replay. Nice pitch. Shane Pico goes to the outside, and he cuts back in and makes it to the end zone.
Safety Covarrubias misses that key tackle right there as Pico steps his way into the end zone. Make it 14-13, pending the extra point.
Of course, the extra point is not pushed back like in the NFL.
And that is good.
Drilled it with plenty of leg.
So that's going to tie the game up with 2:23 left in the first half.
2:23 though, plenty of time left. Almost a 2-minute drill. If you're Chapman, you have plenty of time.
We know with Ethan Weinstein back to receive, anything can happen.
This is true. He is a very good special teams returner, and he can bring you out to the 40 or maybe even the 50.
As we see Pico step inside real quick, gets tackled into the end zone, and his brothers from the O-line come there to greet him.
Hard-fought running right there by Pico.
Like we said, Pico puts his head down, does his job, no questions asked.
Just a workhorse.
Weinstein and Craddock back to receive for the Panthers. And the kick is off. Short kick. Craddock's going to receive, brings it out to his left. Huge block right there. Craddock has some space, cuts inside, and gets tackled at the 31-yard line. He's going to make it all the way up to the 33. Not a bad return.
Huge block in the back, though, for Chapman. I brought him out for a couple extra yards. Good field position.
2:13 to work with, starting at the 33. It could be worse.
As they say in the NFL, 2-minute drill.
See what Bob Owens dials up for this Panthers offense.
I would not be surprised if Bob Owens is going to say, you know what, we need to go down and we need to drive it down the throat and score right before halftime.
Also, keep in mind, even though he has been struggling, Lucas Alfonso has a huge kick. He has made kicks 50-plus. Chavez rolls right after he fakes the handoff, cuts back inside. He's met by pressure, but he's going to break free. Cuts back to his left, and a nice block by McGrew. And now Chavez is going to make his way out to the 46-yard line after a couple of nice blocks and a fancy little run.
A couple of great blocks, as you mentioned, Justin. Chavez scrambled. He's like, you know what, I'm going to take it myself. I can do it myself. As you can see on the replay, he fakes the handoff, rolls right, sees nothing, and comes back. And he had some great blocks right there.
Good block by McGrew right there. That sparked the rest of the run.
And ran out of bounds.
Clock ticks down. Chavez takes the snap, looks to his left, finds McKibben, but McKibben's is hit, but he stays on his feet. But he steps out of bounds. The clock's going to stop with 1:42.
Still plenty of time. McKibben's, of course, chasing that record.
Second down and 11. Chavez is with McKibben's in the backfield. Takes a snap, looks right, throws it to Schaefer. Schaefer has this one. And there looks to be a penalty.
Chavez is slow to get up, as you mentioned, Justin, a penalty.
But it's another holding
10-yard penalty.
Wow.
Replay second down.
The refs, I can't believe it. Penalties upon penalties for Chapman.
Hey, whether they're penalties or not, you can't put yourself in the position to possibly get called for that.
Absolutely. 2nd and 22 brings that huge pass back. As you see here, Chavez has a wide open.
All right, 2nd and 22 now. Chavez hands the ball off to McKibbins. McKibbins goes up the middle, and he gets tackled short of the 40-yard line for a gain of 5. As the clock ticks away. Chapman may be content with letting the clock run out and going into the half with a tie. McGrew replaces McKibbins now. 3 receivers set, 1 tied in.
Clock is still running.
Chavez drops back, looks for a receiver downfield, dumps it off to McGrew in the flat. McGrew has some space, but he's going to be taken out at the 47-yard line. 10 yards short of the first down marker, and Chapman's going to be forced to pump with 52 seconds left.
Not exactly what you wanted. Of course, that holding really did hurt him right there. Could have had a first down. Instead, they're looking at 4th and 15 to punt it.
William James back to punt for the Panthers. Lucas Owen back to receive for the Stags.
Got a low
The
snap.
punt's on the way. Good punt. And he lets the ball drop into the end zone. That one faked out the Chapman Gunners. And the ball just bounced right into the end zone.
Chapman defense is going to look to make a stand right here. 42 seconds left. Still plenty of time. Could even possibly get into field goal range if you're Claremont.
Let's see what they do. As the Claremont Mudscripts offense comes back onto the field, led by quarterback Trey Reynolds. As Reynolds taking the snap under center. Hands the ball off to his running back Segre, who finds some space up the middle for a gain of 4 yards. Nice tackle by number 93, Dominic Luca, for the Chapman Panthers.
Clock is running down. Looks like Claremont may let this half run out. Going into the halftime, 14-14. Chapman, of course, was up. They let the touchdown by Shane Pico earlier this quarter.
And it looks like the Stags are going to let this time run out as we're going to head to the half with a score of Chapman 14, Claremont 14. Tough first half for the Panthers with the penalties.
Yeah, that's definitely the only thing I would say is the penalties have hurt him. Had some holdings, unnecessary roughness, roughing the passer, just a variety of things. That's hurt him. That's helped the Claremont team and brought the Chapman offense back. If you're Bob Owens, you're going to say you got to limit the penalties to none in the next half.
Yeah, that's going to be a key talking point for Coach Bob Owens here. As the Panthers not blowing out teams like they did last year. They're working for these W's.
We do have a variety of halftime festivities. Band has taken the field.
And now the Chapman Panther fans are coming alive as they see the good old band. And coming out the half, Spirit of Chapman is performing. And we also have the Panther halftime report. Alrighty, we're going to head down to Kelly Moody, who has Bob Owens standing on the sideline. Kelly?
Thanks, guys. I've got Coach Owens. Coach, we are tied right now at this half. The last 2 games we've been down. What does the team need to do to lead you to your 50th win?
Stop making mistakes, stop getting silly penalties, and not let them out when we get them down in their end zone on the 20. We need to stop them, force them to punt so we get field position.
Well, I'm going to let you go so you can let them know that. Thanks so much, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kelly. You heard it from the man himself. Bob Owens, stupid penalties, not happy. They got to switch that up.
They're definitely going to have some halftime adjustments about the penalties, as you said. Offense is doing good, but they're going to look to stop those penalties in the second half.
All right, we got a score of Chapman 14, Claremont 14 as we head to the halftime break.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University. History, philosophy, peace studies, languages. Study abroad and explore the world. Become a global citizen. The Wilkinson College at Chapman University. Invest your humanity. Lead.
The past couple of weeks, the Chapman student population has been voting on who they felt was the true spirit of Chapman, and we're going to take you down to the field as they announce the winners of the Chapman Spirit Award.
Congratulations to all 6 nominees.
I'll tell you she wins.
Our first recipient is an individual who has been able to be a resident advisor for 3 years, developed a leadership position in Theta Theta Pi, increased student support for our athletic teams as Panther Pack president, raised money for Chapman through senior legacy, and shows potential students why he loves Chapman through game age 2. Please join me in congratulating Chapman Nelson for his accomplishments as he recognizes contributions to the Congratulations, MJ. And our second recipient of this award is an individual who has always done her best to stay actively involved with Chapman and support all of its departments and organizations. She is the co-chair of the Senior Legacy Committee, an account planner for the NSAC, and served as a road gap and orientation leader this year. She's a 4-year member of NFIB, and she served as president of Foundation for an outstanding new member. Please join me in congratulating Tom. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your 2015 Chapman University Cheer Squad.
Welcome back into the booth here as we have a score of 14-14 at the end of the first half. A lot of stuff happening in this first half between the Panthers and the Stags. A lot of big penalties for the Panthers. The Stags couldn't quite get their run game going. What stood out for you in this first half?
Well, the penalties absolutely hurt Chapman. You know, if you're Bob Owens, you got to say, no more penalties. The offense, though, did very, very well. They drove the ball, they ran, they passed. It was a good mix. McKibbins, of course, got involved and had the touchdown. Sean Myers has been lighting it up.
See it there.
And as far as Claremont, Sean Pico had the touchdown run right there.
Good step inside to find his way to the end zone, but Chavez right there. Finds the receiver, McKibbins in the phone, breaks a tackle, gets away for a bigger gain, and he's coming back strong. Big hit right there by Covarrubias. A lot of back and forth action between the Panthers and the Stags. As we take a look at the team comparison after the end of the first half. Chapman Panthers, 133 passing yards, 52 rushing yards. Big thing, no turnovers for the Panthers. The Stags couldn't quite get their run game going. Got the passing game going at the end of the first half, but for them, no turnovers as well, as we take a look at that. Now we have Kelly Moody, our sideline reporter, who has another interview for us. Take at it, Kelly.
Hey guys, I've got our Spirit of Chapman Award winners, Tunsu Phillip and MJ Nelson. This award is given by your peers to your peers, and this is all about contributions you've given to Chapman. What are your proudest contributions so far?
Probably being the co-chair for the Senior Legacy Committee. I feel like that's the most important thing I can do now as a senior, leave a legacy behind, so it's a thing I'm most proud of.
Awesome. And MJ?
Panther Pack. If you look right over there, the far end is the student section, and biggest complaint people have about Chapman University is there wasn't enough spirit at our D3 sports, and so Panther Pack is changing that. We're here, we're bringing people to every game, so we're trying to make a game a week at every sporting event, and I think that's huge because that takes a complaint away from Chapman. It's an already amazing school, so we're just making it better.
Well, we appreciate those solutions. I also wanted to ask, since we're all senior here, what are your plans for after college?
Plans for after college. I know I want to do something related to the political media field, so maybe political satire. And Trevor Noah, if you want to step down, more than happy to bring a woman of color into that world.
I honestly am just applying to as many jobs as I can and praying one will give me one.
It's the hardest question to answer right now. Well, thank you so much for all of your contributions. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kelly. As we see the Chapman fireworks show every homecoming halftime, you get to see that. Just take a look at that. Alrighty, as we're gonna head off to another break. Score 14-14 at the half. We'll be right back on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.
Stand up for what's right. Chapman University. Passion, perseverance, teamwork, integrity. Create value in the world. The School of Law at Chapman University. Lead.
Halftime, Chapman setting up for the kickoff. 14-14, great first half, Cam.
Absolutely, great first half on both teams. Chapman's looking to make adjustments, and we are ready to kick it off. Third quarter of this great homecoming game.
And the kickoff is off. Another big boot by Alfonso. 3 yards deep into the end zone, bringing it out. Slowly up, and he gets crushed. Absolutely hammered by number 57, Eddie Favors. The third. Don't forget the third.
Wow. What a hit. I felt that all the way up here.
Maybe that brings a spark to the Chapman defense to start this third quarter. Fired up the fans for sure. They're slowly falling back into their seats after a wonderful halftime performance. Alrighty, we're gonna look at 2 QBs in the first half. Andrew Chavez and Trey Reynolds, as we see. Chavez 7 for 9, 70 more on yards and a touchdown. And Reynolds has a little more passing, 11 for 16. He also has a touchdown. Brings back out, finds receiver, takes a curl. Oh, Drew DeMarco on the coverage. Good catch by number 3.
And we already have our first
Ryan
flag.
Farney.
First flag of the second half already. Only 13
Look at
seconds
President
in.
Doty right there. He's loving this game.
Gotta love President Doty. He is stepping down next year. Very sad. He has just brought Chapman to new heights over his past 25 years.
Let's see what the penalty is. Looks like it is on Chapman. Ref still going over the penalty. Let's hear it.
Pass interference, defense number 26. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Pass interference call on Drew DeMarco was declined, though. The Stags pick it up on the 29-yard line. With a handoff. Tries to cut back, goes up the middle, finds some room, jumps up, and he's going to get a gain of 6 yards. Now we are going to head down to our sideline reporter, Kelly Moody. Kelly, You have another special guest, don't you? Alrighty, we're going through some technical difficulties. We'll get that interview right back. Don't you worry, folks. Reynolds hands the ball off to Segre. Segre finds a couple yards, and he's going to have enough for the first down. A gain of 4 yards. And the Stags get another first down. 2 first downs here early on in the third quarter.
Claremont is coming out strong, both on the passing attack and the run game.
Trying to get that run game going. Only had 13 yards in the first half. Only had 13 yards in the first half. They're trying to get that run game back to what they used to be.
And the majority of that run was that Shane Pico touchdown in the second quarter.
Reynolds back. Segre to his right. Fakes the handoff, looks left. Has a receiver open and goes up and misses the catch. Drew DeMarco on the coverage. All right, let's go back to Kelly. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Kelly, who do you have?
Hi guys, I've got the man, the myth, the legend, President Doty here with me. President Doty, last year we spoke about when your last homecoming would be, and it's this year. What is it like to be stepping down as president of the university?
Listen, the last 25 years have been fantastic. A great privilege to serve this university as president. I still have a year left, but I'm going to be back here for homecoming when I'm promoted to the faculty. I can't wait. I started my career as a teacher. I want to end it.
That's wonderful news. Now, I know I watched you cross the 5K finish line this morning.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite homecoming event this year?
This year, the favorite homecoming event, being with you, Kelly, on the field.
Thank
It has to be the best.
Well, then I have to ask a little bit more of a secretive question. You're one to go out with a bang. I want to know, are there any big plans for your sort of graduation that you've got going on?
Well, remember, I always perform at American Celebration, and this is my swan song. So I hope you'll all be out for Amstel to see what I'm going to do with my dance partner, Julie Ardress.
We should be expecting something good.
Something super. Yeah.
Thank you so much, President Doty. You've done so much for the school. We really appreciate it. Back to you guys. Of course.
Thanks, Kelly. How can you not love that guy?
He is just so energetic. You gotta love him. He's the best.
Gotta love him. After a holding penalty, the Stags have a 2nd and 20 from the 31-yard line. Reynolds again in the shotgun. Looks right, has receivers to his right, flings it up in double coverage, and he's not going to get that pass. Ethan Weinstein on the coverage.
And Justin, as you said, that holding penalty, that is the Stags' first penalty of the game. So they finally came to the penalty. That has been the trend for this entire game.
Looking to get Trey Smith back into the groove right there was Reynolds. He has not been himself, only 1 reception so far this game. Going to bring up a 3rd and very long. Let's see how the Stags play it. They're going in a shotgun. No running backs in the backfield. A 4-receiver set. Panthers are in the dime package. Get some pressure up the middle by Rami Hanna. And that's going to go for an incomplete pass, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So the Panthers defense stands up tall and gets them to punt. So the Stags thought they had a good first possession, but look what penalties do to you. Push them all the way back to the 31, and they can't get anything going, and they're forced to punt.
And that'll give some great position for Chapman.
Weinstein and Myers both back to receive. Good snap. Kicks up a line drive, a short kick. Weinstein comes up, running up, tries to stiff arm a defender, and he gets taken out at the 45-yard line by number 17, Connor Statsny. Alrighty, and now as we take a look at another graphic, as the past game comparisons between this Chapman offense. As we see last game against Whitworth, 107 passing yards, 133 tonight, but 165, only 52 rushing yards tonight. What do you have to say about that?
Well, they're doing good. They're balancing the ball, as you can see. But the biggest thing noting on there is the turnovers. 5 turnovers last game to 0 tonight. That's what's keeping them in the game.
And that's a huge factor in as we take. Chavez takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, has a receiver deep. That's Noah Rivard. Oh, just outside of his reach. Noah Rivard, the receiver coming back from a torn ACL, blew past his defender. And the Chavez throw just a little too far.
Yeah, a little too much heat on that one. He tried to go out and get it, but it was just too far out. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Good first play call, though, right off the bat for their first possession. See how Chapman continues this play call, whether they stay aggressive or stay more conservative. As Chavez has McKibbins with him in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to McKibbins. Has Myers again on a comeback route. And Myers breaks free from a tackle, and he's going to get a couple extra yards. That second effort again by Sean Myers.
Sean Myers, as we said, lit it up in the first half. 6 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. He's looking to continue that streak tonight. He is just lighting it up.
It's going to be a 3rd and 3 for the Panthers at the 48-yard line.
There you go, right there, the graphic. 6 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Hand it off to McKibbins. McKibbins gets the outside, stiff arms a defender down, and he's going to have enough for the first down as he gets all the way down to the 44-yard line. A good hard run by McKibbins, and the record's that much closer.
He's got 27 yards tonight, so he needs about another 80 or so. As you can see right here, nice stiff arm, gets about 3 or 4.
I have a feeling McKibbins will break a big rush by this time the game is over.
I think he's going to get it tonight, too.
Panthers look inside on the sideline to get their play call. 2 receivers set, 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands the ball off again to McKibbins. He runs right into his lineman, and what a play! What a play by number 90, Paul Slotts. He's getting taken back by the Chapman offensive lineman, reaches around and snags McKibbins.
Yeah, if you see here on the replay, McKibbins thinks he has a good gain, but he just grabs onto his jersey and just says, "No, sir, no, sir." Pulls him back.
What a great play by Slotts, the junior from Malvern, Pennsylvania. So now it's 2nd and 12 for the Panthers. Hands the ball off to McGrew. McGrew hits the outside, bounces back inside. Nice move, but he's only going to get a couple of yards.
McKibbins and McGrew are splitting carries tonight. Together they have about 57 yards or so rushing.
The Panthers are running those edge rushing plays and then having the running backs read the defense, cut back inside, and get some extra yards. And so far it's working for them.
Both McKibbins and McGrew are pretty patient running backs. They don't really pound it down your throat. They kind of wait for the seam and take that seam and continue forward.
It's going to be a 3rd and 7 for Chavez. 4 receivers in the game. Looks right, finds Rivard on the screen. Rivard gets tackled short of the first down for maybe a 2-yard, 3-yard gain.
4th and 4. We'll see if Bob Owens is going to go for it.
And it looks like they are.
I like it. Early and ready. Early in the 3rd quarter, they're like, we're going to go for it. 4th and 4, no big deal. We got to get a touchdown.
Too far away for a field goal. Too close for a punt. So Coach Bobby always goes, why not? Let's go for it. See what happens. Their defense is playing strong. See how this gamble pays off. 5 receivers in the game for Chavez. He's alone in the backfield. He takes the snap, looks left, has nobody, rolls back right, finds a receiver, dumps it over the middle, but he's not there. But there is a flag, and this will be roughing the passer. Helmet-to-helmet contact. Just a dumb play right there by the Stags.
Yeah, if you're Chapman got lucky.
Personal foul, roughing the defense, number 30.
Roughing the passer, as you said.
First down.
Chapman's very fortunate.
Jay Glasser on that penalty. Clear helmet to helmet. And Chapman kept the Stags' possessions alive in the first half. The Stags are repaying the favor.
Huge gain right there for Chapman.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 22 now. Another game-changing penalty.
And that puts Chapman in field goal range. Should they not get the touchdown?
2 running backs in the backfield along with Chavez. Hands the ball off. It's going to be no gain for number 31, Chandler Wong. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Panthers, as it's 9 minutes, 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Chapman Panthers 14, the Claremont Mudscripts Stags 14.
Kibbins and Chavez in the backfield.
Chavez drops back, has receiver deep, double covered. He rolls to his right, sees another receiver, finds another, and Rivard is with a catch. He gets taken out. What a catch by Rivard. He gets taken down at the 3-yard line. The Claremont sideline was yelling for a hold. They don't get that flag.
Right here on the replay, as you see, Chavez is kind of scrambling. And he makes just a good pass. But what a catch right there, as you can see. And a huge hit. Noah Rivard comes down with it, brings it down within the Stags 10-yard line. Just great right there, as you can see. Noah Rivard, 6 feet, went up and got that ball.
Just tall enough as the Claremont Stags have a player down on the field. That is why we are in this little timeout. But hey, the Panthers are driving.
They had that huge penalty, roughing the passer.
Alrighty, as we get ready for the Stag player to get up, we are going to toss the break. Right back here on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network. Andrew Chavez in the I formation under center. Hands the ball off to McKibbins, runs into McKibbins, and McKibbins is not going to pick up anything there. It's a run for no gain.
Well, McKibbins thought he was still up, ran into the end zone, but the ref's going to say, no dice, you were down. And we got the replay right here. McKibbins thought he was up, but he was down.
Hey, he's trying to go for that second effort. We saw what he did in the first half with that second effort. Took the ball back, got it across the goal line for a touchdown.
Sean Myers, number 83, back in the game. He, of course, he has done very well tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if Chavez says, you know what, I'm going to go to him in the end zone.
Chavez in the shotgun again. McKibbins to his right, a 2nd and goal. Hands the ball off. Chavez keeps it, actually, and he fights his way for maybe a yard or two. That's going to bring up a 3rd down try.
Chapman has definitely got to try and convert this and get the score. You don't really want to settle for a field goal, as you can see on the replay. Chavez wanted to take himself just short.
Going with a read option, holds it there as long as he can at the last second, pulls it back, gets a yard or so for himself. Big 3rd down play here. 7:55 left in the 3rd quarter. Tie ball game. And McKibbins is stuck at the no gain. McKibbins tried to get through that middle, no gain. Gonna bring up a 4th down. Let's see what Coach O does right now.
Kind of interesting play call right there. 3 runs, no pass at all. I don't really like that.
I don't either. Get a little bit creative. 2nd down maybe, do a play action fake, but you see right here, boom. The Stags defense goes right there and attacks them.
Stags goal line D was like, you will not get in there.
Fans are anxiously waiting. See what happens on this 4th down and 3 from the 3-yard line. Looks like Chavez is going to be by himself in the backfield. 2 receivers set, 3. And a timeout called by Coach O. This is a huge play in this game. Huge implications for this game, as well as the SCIAC Conference coming up, as we take a look at what Chapman has coming up. As you see those 2 losses, big loss to Linfield, another big loss to Whitworth. Go on the road to Pomona the next week, another road game, Occidental. That Cal Lutheran game is something to watch for, and that Redlands game on November 7th is do all.
Yeah, both Chapman last year had a difficult time with Redlands and Cal Lu. Those 2 games are going to be definite watchers for sure, so keep those on your calendar.
Right now, Coach Owens and the boys are focusing on this game and this 4th down try that coming up. That could change the momentum of this game. The Panthers have had the momentum thanks to the Claremont penalty. They don't want to give it right back. This would be a big stop for the Stags D.
And I mean, if you are Chapman, even if you don't get it, you're on the 4-yard line, 5-yard line. That's great field position for the defense for a possible safety. So either way, it's a good call.
Yes, I 100% agree with this call, especially when you don't know how your kicker is faring right now. He's missed his last 3 field goals. See what the Panthers do as they come back onto the field from the timeout. 4th and goal, 7:01 left in the 3rd. Tie ball game.
Look for Sean Myers on the very right of your screen there.
Chavez drops back, looks left, has Schaefer. Schaefer's there, and he cuts a throw. Is he going to make it? No. He gets cut down at the 1 yard line. It looked to me that he caught the ball right at the goal line and got pushed back, but forward progress.
Wow, here we go on the replay right here. So Chavez is looking. And it
he can't get in there.
Did not break the goal line. That is a heartbreak for Chapman. They are on the 1 yard line.
But what a play by James Ingram. As you see Coach O probably saying, all right, Mr. Schaefer, you know where we have to go. Run your route there and then stick in there. He ran it right to the goal line, couldn't get past. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 now for the Stags at the 1. But again, like you said, maybe a safety coming up with the way this defense is getting pressure.
Great field position for Chapman.
See what the Stags do as they come back for their next possession. Reynolds starting under center in the I formation with Pico as the back. Trying the hard count. Chapman not biting. Chapman staying disciplined so far. The Panther pack is getting loud as they are rooting their defense on right now. Reynolds takes the snap, hands it to Pico, fakes the ball to Pico, looks left, finds a receiver wide open by himself, and he has space. And he is going. That's Chris Ciesla. He has some space, and he's going to go. Oh, the way. Oh, no, he gets taken down. What a comeback by number 33, Connor Larkin. But from the 1 yard line,
wow,
the Stags open this game up.
Exactly what you did not want. You're on the 1 yard line, and you get about a 70-yard gain on that pass.
You see the fake. I got faked. I thought he was handing the ball off. Finds a tight end right down the middle.
And a great block there as well by number 38.
Yes, that was Matthew Orrick on the block.
And number 33, Connor Larkin, saved it right there.
And another Stags player down on the field. Very huge play that quiets the Chapman crowd.
It looks like number 50, Garrett Myers, is down.
A big key to their offensive line. Can't afford to lose him. Big play. Big game-changing play right there. As you see Myers get up and thankfully walk off on his own power, but he is definitely laboring that right leg.
Hopefully we can get an injury update on that later in the game, but it looks like he will not be returning as he's limping pretty hard off the field.
You see the replay. Ciesla finds some space and he's just chugging along. Got some friends with him, but Connor Larkin saves the day for the Panthers, taking all the way down to the 13.
Could have been a heartbreak if he had a touchdown on that play right there.
Reynolds in the shotgun, Pico to his left. Fakes the ball to Pico and gets taken down for no gain. Tried to run that read option again, made the wrong decision. (14-14) ball game here. A little more than halfway through the third quarter. The Stags, after starting this possession at their own 1 yard line, get a huge play from their tight end, Chris Ciesla. They're in Chapman territory. They are now in the red zone. Panther fans getting loud. Fakes the pass, fires deep. DeMarco on the coverage, and DeMarco makes a nice play. He wanted the pick. He is angry at himself. And that was number 3, Ryan Farney, that Reynolds was looking for.
Yeah, as we said at the beginning of the game, Drew DeMarco, captain of that secondary, he almost had that pick. Boy, it would have been such a life energy if he had that pick. As you see the replay right here, great defense, great coverage, and just bats it down. Way to go by Drew DeMarco.
He will tell you he should have had that one. Anyway, good coverage by DeMarco. Brings up a 3rd and 10 now for the Stags from the 18-yard line. Big play right here. If you can force the Stags for a field goal try, to bring the momentum back to the Panther side. Another pitch to his left to Pico, but Chapman has some players right there. Pico cuts back inside and cuts back and misses some tackle, and he has some space now. He kind of cut back more inside, and he's taken down at the 11-yard line. Not enough for the first down, though.
What a cutback, by Shane Pico. It looked like they ran the same play the last time they scored. As you can see here on the replay, that pitch, sees nothing, and he's like, I'm going the other way.
Got the
missed
Panther
tackle right there.
Overcommit right there.
And he gets brought down.
Looks like they're going for it. 4th and 3. Let's see what the Panther defense can do with this play right here. And I think the Stags are going to call timeout. So like you said, they ran the same exact play that they ran for the touchdown. Didn't work out, as we see what the Chapman defense has been doing all season. Not too much. You only got 3 sacks. Drew DeMarco holds that 1 interception. Also have 1 forced fumbles, but you know what? They're doing a lot better job tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Justin. They are really coming alive tonight. I think they have 2 sacks. They're pressuring the quarterback, batting down balls. Good defense tonight by Chapman.
And that's all you can, as conference play, these games start to matter. You want to see improvement week by week, and that's what you're getting from the Chapman defense right now. As the Stags walk back on to the field, looks like they're going to kick the field goal. Probably a good decision with the way the Panthers defense has been playing tonight, despite that one big play by Chris Cesar.
That was the longest play of the game for both teams at about 70 yards.
28-yard field goal for the Claremont kicker, Matthew Avon. Good snap, kick is up. And the kick is good. So the Stags go back on top, 17-14 with 4:53 left in the 3rd quarter. Big play, though, was that one to Cesla.
Definitely, it was an absolutely huge play. Torched the defense on the 1-yard line. And that got him the field goal. 17-14. Claremont up.
But hey, if you're the Chapman defense after letting that big play happen, you'll be okay with just a field goal, because it looked like they were in shambles. They were panicking. They were going around looking at what they had to do. But hey, you hold them to 3 points, and you still hold your own destiny.
Definitely, you are thankful, because it could have been a lot worse.
As Chapman gets ready to receive, Weinstein and Raddick are back for the Panthers. See what Weinstein does if he gets the ball in his hand.
Haven't seen too much out of our special teams. No big gains, but this could be the kick right here.
The Stags have been kicking short. They know what Weinstein has to offer. They're not going anywhere deeper than the 20-yard line. So it's, no matter what happens here, barring a fumble, Chapman should start off with okay field position for this possession. Kick is off. It's going to Craddock, keeping it away from Weinstein. He fields it at the 15. He has some friends in front of him. He cuts back inside, has some space, and he's going. Breaks it to the outside, but is tackled by a Stag defender. And a flag on the play. Another flag on the play. Let's see where this goes. If it's going to Chapman, that's another killer.
Chapman already has 10 penalties for over 95 yards, which has just been killing them today.
See what the call is.
Personal foul, face mask on the kicking team.
And it goes the Panthers' way.
15-yard penalty.
So the Stags are taking the role of the bad guys, getting the penalties called on them. And hey, as Bob Owens, he's not going to complain. He's going to take it.
Yeah, that's huge for Chapman. Already had great field position about the 45. Now they're on the Stags side at their opposite 45. Great news for Chapman.
Panther fans getting excited. Looking forward to this touchdown coming up on this possession, hopefully.
Yeah, this crowd can go wild when Chapman scores.
Chavez in the backfield in the gun with McGrew to his right, 3 receivers to his right. Fakes the ball to McGrew. Looking for the wheel out, McGrew. McGrew is not there. Chavez steps up, has some space. He's going to hit the edge, and he has space to roll. He cuts back inside, stays back outside, and he gets taken out of the 30-yard line, and that's going to be a pickup of 12. Receivers covered. Chavez did what he did best. That's escape the pressure.
Chavez has done a great job today of just having good QB IQ. As you can see here on the replay, he's looking, he sees nothing. Tons of time, though, and he's like, I'm going to take it myself.
Offensive line really helping him out there.
Absolutely, rushing for about 12 right there.
Stags defense looking for a penalty.
Chavez, of course, right there, 15 for 21, 150 yards and a touchdown. Last week he had 4 picks. None of that tonight.
Hand the ball off to McGrew. McGrew gets to the inside, cuts up the field, and that's going to be another big gain. That's a gain of 9. McGrew found that lane, cut up back up field, and that was a great run by McGrew. Him and McKibbins, the 1-2 combo right there is deadly.
Yeah, great run right here. As you can see, found the gap and pushed it forward. Great run right there.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 for the Panthers, and you can really do anything right now. You can play action fake. You can run the ball. Let's see if they take a shot to the end zone. Hands the ball off to McGrew. McGrew finds the outside, cuts back up the field, and he has another big gain. And he's taken all the way down to the 11 by number 53, Andrew Frick.
Justin McGrew is coming alive, as you can see. 5'8", kind of small, 185, but he has the speed, has got those good legs, and just running it down the field.
McGrew really moving his feet along, holding on to that ball. Fumbling was a huge issue for him last week. McKibbin's back in there now. 3 receivers. Louis Volk as the tight end. Hands the ball off again to McKibbins. McKibbins bounces it outside. But there's going to be a flag, and this will be coming back for holding.
Another holding penalty by the Chapman O-line. It's going to bring it back.
Offense number 75, 10-yard penalty to play first down.
Not a good penalty. That penalty is on number 75, Hunter Peterson, senior lineman.
As you can see there, 75, holding right there. Easy call for the refs.
Pushes it back to a first down and 20. The 21-yard line. Still not out of field goal range, though. There's that option still.
1st and 20. Not a big deal at all. McKibbins is in the backfield with Chavez.
Wong's also back there. Fakes the ball to McKibbins. Chavez looking upfield, has no one, rolls to his right. Still no one. Holds it back, finds a receiver coming back, and that's Noah Rivard with an incomplete. Oh, the ref calls it incomplete. A great play by Noah Rivard coming back. Chavez rolling to his right, firing that sideline pass, but it was incomplete.
Chavez is just doing such a great job tonight. And as you can see, he's very patient in the pocket.
This is the McKibbins handoff as we see him get to the outside. But yeah, like you said, Chavez is doing a great job rolling out outside the pocket. Second and 20 now. Chavez joined by Wong and McKibbins in the backfield. And we see McKibbins get back up the middle and more flags. And this might be another holding call.
The refs are just not afraid to throw those flags today.
So the Stags wanted to repay the favor by getting all their penalties.
Number 67, 10-yard penalty.
But the Panthers,
second down.
No, we want to keep getting some penalties ourselves.
2nd and 20.
Going back to 3rd and 30 now.
Excuse me, yes.
2nd and 30, excuse me.
2nd and 30. Wouldn't be surprised for a play action. Going for the end zone. They got a long way to go to get the first. And here is...
As you see, Chavez run right. This was the incompletion to Rivard. Rivard trying to get his feet in. Catches the ball. Does not hang possession all the way through. We saw that. Call that the Calvin Johnson rule.
The Calvin Johnson rule. Megatron, yes.
As the one who made that rule come to life. Chavez by himself in the backfield. Fires out to Myers. Myers has some room in the flats, and he goes upfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 23-yard line. Just a little screen, picking up some yardage, maybe a 3rd and 20 coming up for the Panthers.
As you can see here on the replay, easy pass. Myers is very fast, very quick, and gets to the outside for a gain of about 10.
Myers has been everywhere, lining up everywhere, from the left to the slot to the right. He's the favorite target by Mr. Chavez right now.
Absolutely. 5'9", about 180. Not too big, but he is fast.
That's the Fountain Valley native. Doing a great job tonight, helping out his offense. Chavez takes the snap, drops back, looks left, has no one left, fires up the middle. There's a Riley Gilboa right there, but the pass is way too far, thrown through the end zone. That's going to bring up a 4th and 21. And we'll see if they go for it. We know the kicking troubles.
Yeah, a very tough decision right here, as you can see here. Great route, just a bit overthrown too hard. Ball is way out of there, not catchable at all.
And Lucas Alfonso is coming out for the field goal try.
This would be huge if he could get it.
It's going to be a 39-yard field goal. Try to tie the game up. See if he put his kicking woes behind him. Kick is up. And it is good. And Alfonso ties the game, and maybe that's the kick that gets him back on track. He's a key person in this special teams.
39 yards, very far, nice and easy, right through the center, and that ties it up, 17-17.
And you can tell he's happy to get that monkey off his back. As we take a look at what's going on around the SCIAC, we see the Cal Lutheran beating Whittier 17-7. Redlands, 2-score lead on Pomona-Pitzer. And the Vernon Occidental battling at a 0-0 tie. Defense playing a key role.
As we said, that Redlands Cal Luther games, they're going to be good. As you can see, they're up there. It's going to be interesting how Chapman does against those two teams.
As you see, Chapman fans brought back to life with that kick. The band's playing, the Panther pack is loud. It's homecoming weekend. Families all over the place, and they're enjoying a very good football game right now. We get Victor Bunce back to receive for the Stags. He can also break one at any given time. Alfonso with the kick. Bunce is going to receive it 3 yards deep, and he's just going to take a knee. Smart move by Mr. Bunce, as the Stags will start at the 20-yard line with 1:24 remaining in the third quarter. Claremont 17, Chapman 17, and we're seeing a lot of back and forth here in this third quarter, Cam.
Yeah, very good game. Chapman was knocking, but those penalties brought him back, and that's what brought him to the field goal. But overall, a really good job. That run game is just that 1-2 punch between McKibbins and McGrew is just fantastic. Chavez, of course, is doing a great job. Great teams, both on the offensive and defensive side.
Yeah, McKibbins, McGrew, probably the best 1-2 combo there is in the SCIAC conference. As Rinnell comes out at the 25-yard line. Takes a snap, hands the ball off to his running back. The running back cuts upfield for a gain of 2 yards. That was number 13, Shane Pico. Besides that one big run, Shane Pico hasn't had a lot going on for him.
Yeah, as you can see right here, just kind of an easy run. Only got about 2 or 3. Hard runner though, but yeah, he's averaging almost 92 yards per game and very quiet tonight.
Very active in the receiving game though, as the clock runs down in the third quarter. Reynolds in the shotgun. Fakes it to Pico, finds a receiver, and he has a receiver deep. And that's Stanek. The ball a little bit underthrown, but Stanek comes back, and let's see what the refs call it. They're discussing right now. And that's going to be a complete pass. The 45-yard line. Tyler Stanek had some space, came back, made a nice catch.
What a great catch. As you can see here, Trey Reynolds, makes the good pass. And
that is not a catch.
Not a catch.
But it looks like, and they are reversing that.
Yes, they are.
They must have heard us in the booth, and they are reversing that call. As you saw on that replay, Stanek slipped, and the ball hit the ground. So the Chapman Panthers catch a break right there. It's going to bring him back for a 3rd and 8 at the 27. And let's see if the Panthers defense can stand tall right now.
All right, as you can see again, Reynolds makes a very underthrown. And yeah, very, very clear that it is not a catch.
Good call by the refs. They got it right. 3rd and 8. Reynolds drops back, looks left, gets pressure from his right, but he breaks through. Finds a receiver wide open, and that is the tight end again, Patrick Dixon. So the tight ends are killing the Panthers secondary tonight.
Yeah, the tight ends are just doing a great job. They're getting into the seams, and of course they had that huge play earlier in the quarter that got him 70. And as you can see here is the replay again. Reynolds on the rollout and finds his tight end.
Dixon with the nice catch there. Both quarterbacks doing a great job rolling outside the pocket. Reynolds looks for somebody, has some pressure on him. The Chapman defenders get there, and that is a great tackle by number 59, Devin Ray, the junior linebacker, with a huge sack as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. We have the replay right here, as you see. Devin Ray hangs tough with his blocker, but makes the sack. And at the end of 3, the score is Chapman 17, Claremont 17, and we'll be right back on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University. Chemistry, physics, computational science, biology. Start doing research in your first year. Soar to new heights. The Schmidt College of Science at Chapman University. Explore.
And we are back here as the Chapman Panthers defense takes the 4th quarter. A big 4th quarter. I don't want to say has title implications, but you can't lose one game in the SCIAC and expect to win the conference.
Absolutely not. I mean, last year they went undefeated, averaging 42 points a game. It's just offensive powerhouse, and they got to get a win today, Justin. After losing the first 2 games of the season, they are hungry, and Bob Owens needs his 50th win.
The man needs 50. And you can't go down knowing that Cal Lutheran and Redlands are big performers in the SCIAC. There's Mr. Owens, hoping for that 50th win. Looking very stern as Reynolds is in the shotgun once again. Fakes the handoff, rolls left, finds a receiver, goes back middle, big hit, incomplete. That was a nice hit by number 29, Covarrubias.
And going to that tight end again. Reynolds loves his tight ends. As you can see here on the replay, he rolls out. And a great hit there. And loses control of the ball.
Joe Covarrubias really playing a key factor in the secondary at the safety position. He's been everywhere, having some big hits, knocking some balls loose, and he's having a great game. 3rd and 16, excuse me. Ball in the flats as we get the running back Pico. Pico has some space, and Pico gets taken down right across the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Stags as they bring on the punt unit.
There you go. As you can see right here on the replay, Shane Pico, nice little pitch and catch. Striding for another 5. It's a good play. As you said, he has been very, very big on the receiving end. Not much on the rushing game today. Huge factor, though, on the offense.
Ethan Weinstein back to receive the punt for the Panthers. He is standing at the 16-yard line. Stanek for punting for the Stags. A wobbly kick. Weinstein fields it at the 10. Goes up the middle, goes back to the left sideline, cuts back again. Nice cutback. He's going to reverse field, and he cuts back up the middle, and he's back where he caught the ball, back at the 11. Good return. A lot of moving by Ethan as we see what happened during the 3rd quarter in this 3rd quarter game summary. Right now, the Panthers, 181 passing yards, 124 rushing yards. The Stags, only 56 rushing yards. They average 138 a game. They haven't got that going tonight.
Both teams have been very good offensively. Again, no turnovers, so very clean football game on both sides for both teams, and both their quarterbacks have just done a great job just controlling the ball.
Clean within the turnovers. There's been too many penalties for both teams.
That is the catch. Too many penalties on both sides, especially for Chapman. Over 100 yards in penalties.
You got to give to get, right? They give no turnovers, but then they get the penalties called on them. As Chavez starts again. Hands ball off to McKibbins. McKibbins finds some room upfield, and he's going to have a 3-yard gain. Nice tackle by Stag number 99, Mitchell Allen.
As you see the replay here, McKibbins just drove up the hole for the gap for about 5 or 6. We are tracking that record of McKibbins closing in on the most rushing yards ever.
Chavez in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Hands off to McKibbins again. McKibbins finds some rooms, gets outfield, and he's going to have enough for a first down. He's going to be stopped at the 24-yard line. And McKibbins inching closer. May not get that tonight, but he is for sure inching closer.
If he does have a big run for about 40 or 50, anything could happen.
Panthers slowly moving up the field here. Chavez joined by Wong and McKibbins. Panthers look back in the play for this first down try.
Plenty of time left, 10 seconds though. They got to kind of hurry it up here.
Play clock rolling down. Hand it off to McKibbins again. McKibbins goes upfield, and he's bouncing off people, and he's going to get a good 6-yard gain. McKibbins ran right up the middle, bounce off some defenders, just keeps the legs going.
As he's here, another just simple running play right up the center. Power runner keeps going and fights for those extra yards.
He may be only 5'7", 190, but he hits like a bowling ball. As we see Panther number 73, Eric Gonzalez down. Oh, Jacob Spear down, sorry. He came into this game nursing an injury.
This was his first game back. He was injured earlier this year from his ankle. So we hope it's not going to be his ankle again. As you can see, he's limping off. 6'2", 265, big boy on that O-line.
Very vital to the movement of this O-line as the Panther pack. I believe I will win chant going. And these Chapman fans are starting to get fired up. They sense what is coming.
We got to play
Chavez
action.
Finds a receiver deep, double coverage, and Sean Myers makes the catch. An unbelievable catch. The ball thrown up in double coverage. Sean Myers, only at 5'9", jumps up and takes it away.
What a catch by Sean Myers. This was unbelievable. In double coverage, play action. That was just unbelievable. Sean Myers at his finest. Here's the replay right here. Look at this. In double coverage, comes back and comes up with it nice and clean. Wow.
He just wanted it more. He is willing his team to victory right now, doing everything he can. Chavez back in the gun. Hands the ball off to McGrew. McGrew gets to the edge. One man to beat. Oh, and he breaks it. Breaks one tackle, gets tackled down by number 25, Gino Quaid from the Stags. Here's the catch again. Wow.
What a catch. He is over 100 yards receiving today. Already has a touchdown. Looking for more.
Give the ball to that man. And we have another holding penalty on the Panthers, wiping out that run by McGrew. And again, these penalties are not making Coach O happy.
Well, you can definitely imagine at the post-game conference, first thing he's going to say is the penalties hurt us, regardless of what happens. Over 110 yards in penalties. That is just unacceptable. Very, very sloppy for the Chapman Panthers.
First and 16 from the 44-yard line of the Stags. Delayed handoff to McGrew. McGrew goes up the middle for a gain of 4. He's going to be stopped at the 39. And extracurriculars going on. And that's going to be a flag, I think, on the Claremont Stags.
And number 67, Sam Dapper, went to the sideline.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask, number 53 on the
And yes,
defense.
number 53, Andrew Frick, gets the personal foul. So that holding penalty gets wiped away. Thank you to Mr. Frick.
Offense can remain in the game.
And that is great yards for the Chapman Panthers. First down.
Yep, a first down here at 11:33 left in the final quarter. The game is 17-17.
Here's that replay on that.
Big hit to McGrew, but he'll take it like a man and get up and look for more yards as Chavez has McKibbins and Wong with him in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to McKibbins. Tries to get away, and he can't get away. That's number 42, Henry Way, who has been a big factor getting into that Chapman backfield.
Yeah, he has created pressure for the quarterback, and Chavez just couldn't handle it, and he got brought down. As you see here on the replay, from the beginning, it was over for Chavez. Huge loss right there for Chapman.
What I've been seeing from Chavez is when he gets pressured, he looks to do too much. Instead of just throwing the ball away or checking down the receiver, he wants to make that big play. Sometimes just got to check it down.
And we saw that happen last week. He had 4 interceptions, all because mainly he just tried to make something out of nothing, and it didn't work out.
2nd and 17 now, throws McKibbins on the screen, and McKibbins can't catch it. And nope, that was a forward pass ruled incomplete as the Stags defense tried to pounce on that ball.
And here's that incomplete pass right there. McKibbins had it, but he lost it. And Chapman has a 3rd down and long. They need to get this, Justin.
They do need to get this. Penalties are stalling their drive tonight. We'll see what Mr. Chavez can do with this 3rd down. And he hands the ball off to McKibbins. Conservative. McKibbins finds some room, and he's going to break a tackle. And he hurdles over a defender, but drops the ball. But the refs are saying he was down, so no fumble. McKibbins went Air Jeremiah right there to get a couple more yards for his team, doing whatever it takes to win.
And here we have the replay right here. Just a power running, just hard, and then he's like, I'm going to jump in the air. Ooh. Oh.
Air Jeremiah. Not enough for the first down, but Lucas Alfonso is coming back onto the field.
Makes it easier for the field goal unit.
It's going to be a long kick of 41 or 42 yards for Alfonso, who has enough leg. Snap is good. Kick is up. And that is good. And the Chapman Panthers go up by 3 thanks to the powerful leg of Lucas Alfonso, taking his kicking woes and saying, forget them. It's a new game.
Great leg right there. Just a great leg. Oh, and here's the McKibbins play, which got them in that position.
Air Jeremiah.
Air Jeremiah right there. Great job by Jeremiah McKibbins.
Big run. That took it from a 50-plus yard field goal down to 42. And look at, had enough leg for the 42-yarder.
Had plenty left.
As we see tonight's attendance at 4,757. Big crowd. The record is 5,600. Not enough for that, but a very good-sized homecoming crowd on this marvelous homecoming weekend.
Yeah, very good crowd. As you said, a lot of the stands are filled. A lot of students came out to this game. It's a great one, folks. Great weather. It's a good night for Saturday Night Football.
The Panther Pack leading the charge, trying to get this school spirit up, as Matt Cooney is back to receive for the Stags. Let's see if Lucas Alfonso's pumped about that kick and puts this one in the end zone. .940 remaining in the 4th quarter. Boots it. He's going to take that at the 7-yard line. Going slow, looking for his friends to help him bounce. Tries to bounce it outside, but there's a Chapman defender right there, and he's going to get stopped short of the 25-yard line. So a battle of field goal kickers in the second half right now, Cam.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting game in the second half. It's like an actual football game. No insane yards or numbers put on the board. 20-17, it's a typical football score. Hard-fought game on both sides.
We've had some big plays here and there, but most of it, I'm running the ball right up the middle. I'm throwing a little 8-yard slant route and pacing their way up the field.
Lots of power running, as you mentioned.
Ray Reynolds in a shotgun. Segre to his right. Segre takes the ball, bounces around, and he's going to get taken down for a 2-yard gain. that Stag running game has not been going. It's not getting there.
Yeah, Claremont averages 237 rush yards per game. Tonight they're at under 100. Great job of the Chapman run defense tonight.
You know that was something Coach O emphasized during the practice week. Stop that run game, we'll win. So far, so good. Chavez fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, has a receiver downfield, but miscommunication once again. Lucas Hohen thought he was running a comeback. Reynolds thought he was running a vertical. Miscommunication. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
This is exactly what you want if you're Chapman. Great field position if they punt the ball. 3rd and 8. Got to get a stop right here and put some more points on the board.
The Panther fans are buzzing with excitement right now. They know how big this play is. Let's see if the Chapman defense can step up right here and force a punt. 3 receivers to the left. Reynolds looks left. Finds a receiver up the middle, and he has some space, and he's going. He is running hard, and he's tackled by number 26, Drew DeMarco. That was Trey Smith, who finally getting himself back in the game. His first reception since the first half.
Yeah, he is usually their leading receiver, but it has been the tight end game for Claremont, as you see here on the replay. Trey Reynolds, easy pass to Trey Smith, who had a lot of extra yards on him.
Dare we say it was the Trey connection. As we get a 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line for the Stags. Not quite to the 50. Hands the ball off to Pico. Segre has some room. Segre bounces it to the edge, and he's got no one in front of him. Number 6, Ethan Weinstein, is the closest Panther there. Again, that was number 34, Andrew Segre, on the run.
Plenty of room on the left side. Huge gain right there, as you can see here. Faked everybody out, and nobody there on the left side, as you can see.
Fighting for some yardage. Connor Larkin also there with the stop for the Panthers, but the Stags are driving. Reynolds hands the ball off to Pico. Pico runs off guard, but gets nothing, and he's going to get 1 yard maybe, but that pressure from the D line by Chapman, really good job there. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. We got 7:30 remaining left in the 4th quarter. Chapman holding on by 3 points, 20-17 right now, as the SCIAC opener takes place. Reynolds fakes the handoff to Pico, looks left, getting pressured, has someone deep, but the pass is too far away. He was looking for Ryan Farney. Ethan Weinstein on the coverage for the Panthers, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Good hard defense right there by Ethan Weinstein, as you said.
To me, it looks like when, as you see the Stags, Trey Reynolds get pressure down, it looks to me that when the Stags look for a deep pass, it's just right out of the reach. We could say the same for the Chapman Panthers, but that long connection hasn't been there for either teams. As Reynolds gets some pressure by number 76, throws it deep, way over his receiver. Great pressure by Brandon Ratuda. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Stags as the Chapman defense stands tall.
Yeah, if you see here, Trey Reynolds had a bullet pass. Got pressured, and he's like, I'm going to launch this thing. It looked like it was going to might have been the other Trey Smith, but nonetheless, incomplete pass.
And it looks like the Stags have their offense on the field right now. They're going for it. Big play right now. The Chapman fans coming to their feet.
And they have to get the ball
Play
off.
Play clock runs out.
And
And they're going to have to burn a timeout. Oh no, delay of game penalty. They didn't get that timeout in time.
4th and 15. Miscommunication right there.
It might have been also that they're getting more room for the punts. Getting more room for the punt. They're fine with the delay game.
So it looks like they're going to punt the ball.
And probably a good move. Try to pin the Panthers back into within their 20-yard line, as Ethan Weinstein is the man to receive the punt. Yes. And again, they're taking the layup game, pushing themselves farther back to give themselves some room to punt, which is a good option for them right now after that first layup game.
Very smart move. The punter's going to have a pretty gentle touch here if they want to get within good distance. As you see, you got a good fan shot right there.
Stanek with the punt, and he shanks it off his right foot. And that was not a good punt. That punt maybe got 20 yards. And as we take a look at the Chapman homecoming results, 2012 won 24-7. 2013, high-scoring game. 2014 pitched a shutout. Tonight, let's see where it takes us. We have a 3-point lead right now. Anything can happen. We know the crazy sky, how crazy it can get. Let's see what these Stags can do.
You mentioned last year's game. That was incredible. 58-0. That I think it was over 500 yards of offense. Just absolutely incredible. Great game for Chapman, at least.
As the Panthers bring their offense back onto the field. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. McKibbins and Wong in the backfield. Hand off to McKibbins. He sits, look for a hole, but he gets nothing. And he's going to get 1 or 2 yards in a short game, but nothing going on for McKibbins right there on that run. It's going to be a 2nd and 8 now as the clock reaches 6:30 in the 4th quarter. Chapman 20, Claremont 17.
If you're Chapman right now, your main focus is to put points on the board regardless if it is a touchdown or a field goal.
Handoff, fakes the handoff to McKibbins. Chavez rolls right, has a receiver wide open, and look who it is. Mr. Myers once again. He's everywhere tonight.
He's all over the place. As you can see here on the replay, fake the handoff, Chavez rolls out. Easy pass to Sean Myers, who is there for the catch.
The Stags have yet to find a way to get him covered as the Panthers offense moves the chains once again. Chavez has been working out of the shotgun the entire night as McKibbins and Wong with him. Hand off to McKibbins. Gets hit in the backfield, and he's not going to gain much. That was a nice one-arm tackled by a Stag defender. I believe that was number 53, Andrew Frick.
Gain about 1, as you can see here on the replay. It just kind of got stuffed from the beginning. And that Stags D-line really got in there and stopped the rush that time.
Excuse me, that was Henry Way on the tackle. It's been a nuisance for the Panthers O-line. And Chapman's going to call a timeout. It's going to be their second one. And right now we have 5:17 left in the 4th quarter with the Chapman Panthers leading the Claremont Mudscript Stags 20-17. We'll be right back on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University. Take your life to new heights. Chapman University. Invest your humanity. Lead.
And we are back here in the 4th quarter with 5:17 remaining. The Chapman Panthers lead 20-17 as they got the ball on a 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line. Chavez hands the ball off to McKibbins out the middle, gets stuck again in the backfield, got nothing going, and that was a great tackle by number 90, Paul Slats, who's been a force to reckon with on that D-line.
Absolutely, he has just done a great job. Got to the cornerback, got to the running back. He has penetrated the offensive line all over, and he's, as you said, a force to reckon with.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. The Panthers need to be very careful. Don't force anything. Don't get a turnover. Just to make the right choice.
definitely want to think about passing the ball. Running has not done very well over the past few snaps. Let's see what they do here.
Chavez in the shotgun. Ball drops back, has a receiver up the middle, and Sean Myers, no, it's a little bit behind his receiver. Good coverage by the Stags defense, and that's gonna bring up a 4th and 10 and a Chapman punt.
And he's going for his man, Sean Myers, a little bit behind him and very, very low. Not a good pass by Chavez.
William James back to punt for the Panthers, needing a great punt to stop the Stags from having good field position. Good snap, punts off, and it's off at the end of his foot. And that's gonna roll though. That's gonna get them to the 27-yard line, and that's something Chapman can work with.
Absolutely. Their defense has got to make a stop right now. No points on the board. There's plenty of time left for both teams, 4:25. It might come down to the wire though, Justin.
I do believe this will come down the wire. The Stags running game's not been doing much tonight, so I believe this possession will be strictly passing. As the Chapman Panther crowd serenades their team back onto the field with "Let's Go Chapman" chants. Big possession right here. This could ultimately decide what happens in the game. As Reynolds is in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Pico, looks for a receiver downfield, chucks it downfield. He has a receiver wide open, and that is Farney. Ryan Farney with a great grab, and he's taken out to the 35-yard line.
As you said it, they said you were going to stick to passing, and that's exactly what they did. Ryan Farney wide open. As you see here, they do the play action. Trey Reynolds bombs it, launches it down the field with a wide open Ryan Farney. Huge mistake by the Chapman Panthers. That'll bring them at
big play for the Stags.
Absolutely.
As we get to the 4-minute mark coming up here in the 4th quarter. Reynolds runs the option, pitches it to Pico. Pico has some space, and Pico's up the sideline, and he gets taken out at the 19-yard line, but a nice 13, 14-yard gain for the running back from Canyon Lake, California.
Very creative play right there, Justin. Thought it was going to be kind of a scramble by the quarterback, but he just pitches it right off to Shane Pico, as you see, and accelerates for those extra yards.
One of Pico's biggest runs tonight, and it's been on those option passes or option pitches that he's been getting his big runs.
Absolutely.
As Reynolds takes the snap, hands the ball off to Pico. Pico switches on the counter, goes up the middle, and he's going to get a gain of 3 yards.
Right up the center here for Shane Pico. Very hard runner.
Good tackle by Devin Ray there for the Panthers. This brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Stags. Andrew Segre checks into the game in the backfield alongside Trey Reynolds. 3 receivers set, tied in on the right. Reynolds fakes the handoff to Segre and gets nothing. Not the right read on the option right there. A good tackle by number 99, Alex Rory. Bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the Stags. They are in field goal range, but they want to get that touchdown.
This is going to be a huge stop right here for Chapman, 3rd and 8. This is where your defense has got to come through.
Biggest play of the game so far right now. See how the Chapman defense stands up. As Reynolds got Pico to his left, fakes the handoff to Pico, finds a tight end up the middle, but he is met there by number 43, Lorenzo Marks, and what a huge play by Marks that was.
Absolutely, he went to his tight end thinking he could get another 1st down. As you can see here on the replay, batted pass and just stuffed, and that will bring up 4th down.
And that's going to bring on the kicking game as Matthew Avon comes on for a 31-yard field goal.
This is going to be huge right here, Justin.
Panther fans in the end zone doing all they can. Good snap, the kick is up. And the kick is good, and this game is tied with 1:30 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Well, the 2-minute drill has never had more importance ever. Fourth quarter, minute 30 left. Chapman is going to drive down and get the touchdown, as you see here. Nice and easy down the center. Easy field goal.
The Stags sticking with the Chapman Panthers. This game last year was not as close. Chapman definitely put up some points, but this year's a whole different story as the Chapman Panthers are struggling to get their run game going. Weinstein and Craddock back to receive for the Panthers. Avon on to kick for the Stags. Chapman crowd a little nervous. We haven't had this much of a nail-biting game in a while.
It's been a very long time.
As you recall, both Chapman's losses this year were pretty much blowouts, so they
pretty brutal.
Haven't had a very close game in a while, but this is good to test the young Chapman Panthers. As the ball's kicked off, Weinstein takes it into his end zone, and he's going to bring it out. He has some space up the middle, goes to the left side, reverses field, cuts up the middle, beats one guy, takes it out to the left sideline, and he's going to get all the way to the 17-yard line. Decent return, and that brings out the Chapman offense for hopefully a game-winning drive.
And here's the return, 3 yards deep.
Weinstein cutting upfield, loses balance at the end there though. Interesting to see if he had more in him, but the turf monster got him.
Bob Owens was meeting with his offense, telling him, this is your game-winning drive right here. This is the game essentially on the line.
Put up or shut up. Let's see what you guys have right now. And that's what Coach Bob Owens is telling his offense, hoping he gets that 50th victory tonight. As Chavez lines in the shotgun. Hands ball off to McGrew, and McGrew got nothing as he is stuffed by that talented Stags D-line.
Chapman is continuing with that run game, and you think they would pass. Kind of crunch time. Don't really know if running is your best option.
Interesting to see if they run it here. If they run it here, you know they're content with going to overtime. 2nd and 10 from the 17 as we are under 1 minute now in the fourth quarter. Fakes the handoff, rolls right. Looking for a receiver, has no receiver, has it now a receiver. That's Riley Gilboa open. That's going to be enough for the... Nope, it's going to come up 1 yard short of the first down, and the clock is ticking away.
Replay right here. Fakes the handoff, Chavez rolling out. Finds the open man for the easy pass. And a nice catch there.
Clock reaching 30 seconds right there. There's a lot of I don't know what's going on with these Chapman wide receivers right now.
A lot of wasted time right there. Bad clock management.
And it looks like they're content with letting this thing run out as the play clock gets under 10. They just hand the ball off to McGrew for no gain. A good tackle by Henry Way again in the backfield. And it looks like this game will be heading into overtime as Claremont actually calls a timeout.
It has been a while since we've gone to overtime. As you see there, a gain of nothing on that run. It has been a while since we've gone into overtime, Justin. Should be interesting.
It's a new venture for the Chapman Panthers. Interesting to see how they take it, though. Their defense has been playing really well. Offense, run game, not a factor right now. Pass game has been most of the contribution, but yeah, that should be interesting in overtime.
Yeah, a lot of their offense has come off the air game today with Sean Myers over 120 yards and a touchdown. And you see there, Chapman is meeting on the field.
Panthers coming back out for their potentially last play of the game. It's a 4th and 3. Claremont wanted one last chance to possibly get the ball, make something happen on this punt return. As William James takes the snap. A nice kick. And that ball is on the other side. The Panthers don't know what's going on. And he has some room but Stanek is not going to happen. I've seen that play before in the NFL where one of the receivers looks like they're going to get it on the other side, but wait, the ball's on the other side, and you have a whole open field. Luckily, the Panthers recognized that and got the tackle, and now no time left on the clock, and looks like we're going into overtime, but there is a flag on the play and a player hurt. It's number 26, Mac Cooney, defensive back, a freshman defensive back from
Illegal
Lisle,
block in the
Illinois.
back during the return, number 9 on the return team. That penalty is declined. Regulation time is over. We will go into overtime.
And we are headed to overtime.
Very interesting last minute and 30.
Couldn't ask for much more on a homecoming weekend. Crowded fans, people coming out, families coming together. And hey, the homecoming game goes in overtime. Not much better than that.
Overtime's always a fun time, Justin. Player is still down for Claremont.
He's getting up right now, trying to put pressure on that right leg. Just have to be helped off. Never want to see that.
Yeah, you never want to see a player hurt. Could be anything, an ankle, a knee. That's not what you want to see.
And both sidelines getting pumped up for this overtime period. This should be a good one.
Definitely got to fasten your seatbelts.
Good old smash mouth football for a first conference win.
There you see they're rallying behind. Chapman is ready for this overtime game. And Bob Owens is going to have to work for his 50th win.
He's definitely going to have to work for his 50th win. Probably a little more work than he thought. Alrighty, as we're gonna take a look at what's been going on in this game, and it's been crazy.
It has. It really has. I mean, the penalties by far has been the trend of the game. Both teams. Chapman has over 100 yards in penalties. Claremont has over 50 yards in penalties. Just refs throwing flags left and right. So that has been the trend. But just great smash mouth football, as you mentioned. Good running, good passing. It's been a very, very good game. We couldn't ask for a better game for homecoming. Oh, we're going to overtime.
We take a look at the scoring summary so far tonight. Chapman, as you see, Myers 21-yard touchdown. McKibbins with that 5-yard TD run, then field goal. Same thing with Claremont, though. A 10-yard touchdown pass, a 19-yard TD run, and field goal. So both teams mirroring each other tonight. And we got a 20-20 deadlock in overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. They have both mirrored each other in almost every way.
As the teams get out there to midfield for the coin toss, and this should be interesting. As the captains meet with each other, Chapman fans wait nervously and anxiously as this game has been extended an extra period at the minimum.
All right, gentlemen, for overtime, we do coin toss. The winner of the toss can choose to go on offense or defense or the end of the field that you wish to play on. The other team then can exercise the remaining option. It's regular football. The ball will be snapped from the 25. Each team gets one timeout per overtime period. Claremont, you're the visitors. Once again, heads, tails, that's head. What would you like it to be? Tails. Tails is the call. It is heads. Chapman has elected to go on defense. Which end do you want to play? Okay, Claremont.
And Chapman wins the toss and elect to play defense first. You always want to see what you have to do on offense before you get out there. It's going to be an interesting overtime period.
Very interesting call. They chose defense. Usually teams go on offense for the overtime games usually.
Let's see how this move goes for the Panthers. Their defense has been pretty stout so far, performing better than the first two games of their season, and they're looking to build upon that in this overtime session. As the ball is snapped from the 25-yard line, both teams get a shot. If the Stags come here and score a field goal and the Panthers come around and score a touchdown, then the Panthers win. Both teams don't score, we continue, or both teams match scores, and we continue on in overtimes. We can potentially reach a good amount of overtimes. as Reynolds is in a shotgun, 2 running backs to his right in a stacked formation. He hands the ball off, fakes the handoff. He rolls right, looking for receiver downfield, has no one, and just throws it out of bounds. And there's going to be a late call for the Panthers. Number 93, Dominic Luca. The play is over, and he roughs the passer.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 93, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Just a stupid penalty to take right there. The play is over. They have an incomplete pass, and you're going to do that.
That is exactly the worst thing you could imagine. As you see here on the replay, he's rolling out. He sees nothing. Unnecessary hit right there.
Ball's already released. No need to hit him more. And that's going to be half the distance to the goal. As Reynolds takes the snap, hands the ball off to Pico, and Pico has some space, and Pico's going to find the end zone. Touchdown Stags as they strike first.
Untouched Shane Pico all the way. Easy score for the Stags. Chapman's going to look to rebuttal.
We were waiting for Pico to get a big run, and there you have it at the biggest of times as he goes left, finds a lane, and just cuts right up the field. And the Stags are up 6. Haven on for the extra point. Potentially big right here. And that kick is good, so it is a 7-point deficit that Chapman now faces to come back and force a second overtime period.
Well, this is the definition of clutch time, Justin. They got to go down and score a touchdown.
Big players make big-time plays in big-time games. Let's see who the big-time players are for the Chapman Panthers right now, and for the Claremont Stags as well. Chavez rolls on the field with his offense. McKibbins with him in the backfield. Myers, Gilbo, and Devin Kelly are the receivers as McKibbins motions left. McKibbins out in the flats. Chavez finds him, and McKibbins drops the ball. Looked to make a move before he had the ball and dropped it.
You always got to get the ball first before you can do anything after, Justin.
Can't go anywhere if you don't have the ball.
Absolutely. As you see here, the replay.
Head turned upfield. Didn't see the ball all the way in. And that just can't happen at this point in the game. And McKibbins will be the first one to tell you he needs to be better. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 25. 4 down territory. Has to have a touchdown. Hand the ball off to McKibbins. He goes up the middle, and he keeps turning those legs, and he's going to get 3 yards and move all the way up to the 22-yard line.
This is a huge play right here. 3rd and 3 for the Chapman Panthers.
It's going to be 3rd and 7, actually, from the 22. 2 down territories. If they don't make it up here, they have to go for it on 4th down.
Crowd is supporting their home team as they know that this is going to be a crucial play.
Chavez in the backfield, joined with Long and McKibbins. Fakes the handoff to McKibbins. He looks back, finds a receiver to his left, looks over there, and that's going to be Noah Rivard, and he catches the ball, and he's past the 10-yard. And that's going to be a first down for the Panthers, and their lives tonight are still going on. And there is a flag on the play. It'll be interesting to see what this flag is.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 24 in the defense. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
As you see the fake to McKibbins, Chavez looks left, finds Rivard, who makes the catch past the first down line, gets taken down, gets back up, and then for no reason just gets a little hello from a Stag player.
Great catch right there by Noah Rivard. He's done very well this entire evening.
His presence has surely been missed in the past year or so as Chavez goes under center for the first time in a long time. McKibbins in the backfield. Hand off to McKibbins. He got nothing as the Stags defense has some good penetration right there. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
Panthers are just knocking. I could feel the anticipation They are so close.
The last time the Panthers were down in their goal, first and goal, second and goal, they ran it 3 times and kicked the field goal. Be interesting to see if they go with a pass this play right here. The offense looking to the sidelines. We got trips right. McKibbin's in the backfield. Chavez takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Chavez rolls right, looks for a player, and he has Louis Volk, who drops the ball. Louis Volk was wide open for the game-tying touchdown and drops the ball. The second huge drop for the Panthers tonight.
That was a heartbreaker. You hear it in the crowd, they just reacted accordingly, and that was just the definition of a heartbreaker. Replay right here. Chavez rolling out. The open player, as you can tell, and just couldn't come down with it. That was the game-time touchdown right there.
Got 2 plays left to find their way into the end zone, and Coach O is going to call a timeout.
Charge
talk with his
timeout,
offense,
Chapman.
try to find a way into the end zone. Wow, wide open in the end zone, right through his legs. Alrighty, well, it's 27-20. Claremont leads. Chapman, 3rd and goal, looking to come back at the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University, a diverse, well-rounded education. Art, dance, music, theater. Empower your future. The performing arts at Chapman University. Create.
Alrighty, 27-20, Claremont leads. They scored in their first possession of overtime. Chapman is at the 5-yard line. 2 chances to get in the end zone, continue this game, get into a second overtime session. Big play coming up right here on 3rd down. They don't need it all right here, but they need some.
Bob Owens did take that timeout. He is looking to put it in the end zone on this play right here. Here we go, folks. It's going to be a good one.
Buckle your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. Chavez in the shotgun. Drops back. Has a receiver to his right. It's Sean Myers. And Myers catches the ball, and that's going to be a touchdown. And that's going to be a touchdown. Sean Myers has been the go-to guy all night and finally gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up. It's sending it into a 2nd overtime.
Sean Myers is an absolute stud. Fantasy gold. Wow. Oh, my goodness. That's everything you want. Chavez rolls out. He catches it in the end zone. There you go. That'll have it. Justin, this is it right here.
Do not overlook that pass from Chavez. A beautifully placed ball to the only place that his receiver can catch it. Great coverage, but just a great catch and great throw. And the kickoff, or the kick, low snap. And he makes it, and we are going to overtime number 2. So Chapman answers the Stags bell. And what do you know? More overtime. What a game.
If one wasn't good enough, now we got 2. Double overtime on this homecoming evening. It is just a wild ride tonight, folks.
And the Chapman fans are feeling the anxiety and the pressure of this game right now. They have come to life in this overtime period. That touchdown really brought them off their chairs.
For the 2nd overtime period, Claremont has elected to start on defense. Chapman has elected to play at the scoreboard end of the field.
All right, so we will be switching sides as Claremont elects to play defense. There's another look at the pass by Chavez. What a catch. Takes it out of the cornerback's hands. That's a touchdown.
Great catch, and he intentionally wanted those 2 feet to land inside. It was just perfectly placed. Great job by Sean Myers there.
The Panthers will start the 2nd overtime period on offense, looking for another touchdown to give themselves a chance on defense.
It is definitely going to be a wild night tonight. Chapman's going to get the ball on offense.
Chavez joined by Wong and McKibbins in the backfield. 2 receivers for Chavez. He fakes the handoff. Looking for a receiver downfield. It's Rivard. And he goes right through his hands.
Right through his hands, as you said it. What a heartbreak.
Perfectly placed pass. Just the ball right through reverse
As you see
hands.
the replay, Chavez, great pass, just perfect right over the top, beauty of a rainbow. And you got to catch that, Jay Gill. That's the game winner right there.
That you have to catch that. Give him credit. It's his first game back after a long absence, but he will tell you, I need to make that catch. It's a 2nd and 10 now. Chavez takes the snap, fakes it to McKibbins, rolls right. Has a couple receivers, fakes the pass. It gets taken down at the 30. A beautiful sack by number 25, Gino Quaid. And now that pushes the Panthers back. A 3rd and 15 coming up. Here's the pass once again to Rivard.
So close.
That close from getting a 6-point lead.
The runner was down before he threw the ball.
And we just got confirmation that Chavez was down before he threw the ball, so that will be a sack.
Let's see what this Chapman offense is made of. 4 receivers set. 1 running back in the backfield. Shotgun formation. The Stags in a nickel formation for their secondary. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to McKibbins, and he's going to run for a couple yards. Looks like they're content with the field goal. Don't want to force anything right there. Don't want to force the turnover.
Good call right there.
Putting a lot of pressure on their defense, but a lot of faith in their defense as well.
Field goal is what you want. It gets you 3 points guaranteed. Because if your defense comes up with the stop,
it's game over.
It is good news for Chapman. Of course, you have to make the field goal first.
Lucas Alfonso coming out to kick. Sean Myers is the holder. This is about a 45-yarder, and the kick is up. Oh. And it's good, and the fans erupt. A moment of silence brought from back to a moment of eruption. And these fans are going crazy, and that gives Chapman a 3-point lead.
Wow, if I have never been scared in my life, it has got to be on that kick, Justin. Wow, the moment of silence, unbelievable. Drains it, as you see on the replay.
The celebration
right there.
The
celebration right there, just super excited. He knows that was crucial right there.
4,700 fans collectively held their breath together and then yelled at the same time. It was magic. But now the Chapman D has to step up as Trey Reynolds starts under center. Pico in the backfield along with him. Fakes the handoff, rolls right, has a tight end wide open, and that's an incomplete pass. Again, Trey Reynolds coming up a little short on the pass. Second and 10 now.
There's the incomplete pass. As you see, it was low, didn't have control of the ball. That's an easy incomplete pass.
Let's take a look at what the Chapman defense has done tonight. They've had 3 sacks and a lot of hurries. No interceptions, no forced fumbles, but a lot of great coverage in that secondary.
Absolutely.
Reynolds hands the ball off to Pico, but Pico has nothing as he's stopped for no gain. This Chapman defense is coming alive in this second period of overtime.
And so is this crowd. Every second they are just, this crowd is ready to erupt.
3rd and 9, a big stop right here for the Panthers looms ahead. They need to force the field goal try. Pico in the backfield to Reynolds' left. The Stags look to the sideline for their play. Play clock down to 7. The Stags get it. Fake the handoff, have a receiver up the middle, and that's Stanek, and he's hoping he breaks off a tackle, and he's going to be taken down at the 6-yard line. They ran that slot vertical, that hot route that's been working so well for them, and it gets them another first down.
Their tight ends have been torching the Chapman knee. As you see, fakes the run, for a wide open Tyler Stanek.
Now it's 1st and goal from the 7-yard lines. This is where the Chapman defense needs to step up big time right here.
Goal line defense, Justin. Can the Chapman Panthers stop?
And the Panthers are going to take a timeout. Talk over some things on defense.
That's their timeout for this overtime period.
Obviously, a turnover would be the best situation. But nonetheless, they got to get some stops.
This game has everything so far. Lots of penalties, and we see the field goal kick from Alfonso, and he sneaks it barely through the uprights. Either way, still counts as 3 points for the Chapman Panthers.
3 points is 3 points.
No matter how you get it, you just want it.
And half of the Chapman stands are standing up.
So the Panther pack is trying to get these parents to get loud.
Nothing like Saturday night football on a nice windy, cold night.
This is what college football is all about.
Exactly.
D1, D2, D3, you couldn't tell me the difference right now. This is just good old-fashioned football. The first and goal from the 7-yard line. Reynolds under center. Pico in the backfield once again. Offset formation. Hands ball off to Pico. He has a hole. He hits the edge, but he's stopped. Ow, a great tackle by number 59, Devin Ray, who's been a huge component to the success of this defense so far tonight.
Shane Pico loves those outside corners. He tried to take one again. As you see here on the replay, going to the left side. He's like, I'm going to go to the outside, but none of that.
Devin Ray was not having that. I formation now for the Stags. Back-to-back plays under center. They haven't been doing that much tonight. Snaps the ball, hands off to Pico, but he's stopped again. A great tackle by number 36, Garrett Frediani, the senior captain. The fridge Frediani, who's a big part of this defense. He's the cog that keeps it going.
Garrett the Fridge. What a name. What a name. As you see here, he's like, no, sir. No, sir.
And now they're back in the shotgun here. It's a 3rd and 5. Huge implications right here. Reynolds with Segre to his left. They run the pitch play. Segre tries to get to the corner, and he's going to walk in, and the Claremont Stags are going to win this football game. The option that works so well with Shane Pico works with Andrew Segre, and the Claremont Mudscript Stags are going to win this game.
What a heartbreak this evening for homecoming. That was it, folks.
As the Stags team runs all in the field to meet their brother. Just an unbelievable game tonight.
Chapman is just devastated. Wow, unbelievable.
You couldn't have asked for more on SCIAC conference play. Opening up right now. The Stags and the Panthers playing smash mouth football all the way to 2 overtimes.
As you said, good, hard-fought football. SCIAC opening. Here's the replay. As you see, a pitch, and he is just right there for the score. And that was it, ladies and gentlemen.
Heartbreaking loss for the Chapman Panthers. As you see the final score there, the Claremont Mudscript Stags 33, the Chapman Panthers 30 in double overtime. And that's going to be the 3rd straight loss for the Chapman Panthers. Just heartbreaking.
As you see, they are high-fiving. Good overall game. 33-30 final score.
Bob Owens is going to come back to it. Penalties killed this Panther team.
Absolutely. And you know he's devastated. Trying to go for his 50th win, and he stopped on homecoming. Unbelievable. But as you said, Jago, penalties killed this Chapman.
Alrighty, well, the final score here, Claremont 33, Chapman 30. We'll have more on the post-game report right here at the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.
Follow your dreams. Chapman University. History, philosophy, peace studies, languages. Study abroad and explore the world. Become a global citizen. The Wilkinson College at Chapman University Invest your humanity. Lead.
We have a tough loss for the Panthers tonight, but Kelly Moody has a sideline interview with Jeremiah McKibbins. Kelly?
That's right, guys. I have our running back here, Jeremiah McKibbins. Tell me, three losses so far. That's got to be frustrating.
Very frustrating, and just about every loss we've had, we've kicked ourselves. We just haven't been playing very well as we need to play. But like I said, the past 3 games, we've been hurting ourselves a lot. So.
You had an injury coming into this game from the Linfield game. Do you think that impacted your game? You started out pretty strong. How do you feel about that?
No, I didn't think it impacted it. Claremont's a good team. Had a great game plan. Had some great players. They play hard. Like I said, we just kicked ourselves. We just didn't help ourselves.
Chapman football's producing professional athletes at this point. What do you think you need to do as a leader for your team to help continue that pattern?
Oh, I'm sorry, repeat that?
Chapman is producing professional athletes at this point. What do you think that you need to do for your team to help continue that pattern?
Mourn about it for the next 24 hours, and when we get back on Monday or Tuesday, we move on to the next week. We got to take 1 week at a time. This game's over. That's really it.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we appreciate your time.
All right.
Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Like we said, this was a tough loss for the Chapman Panthers. They were there neck and neck all game with the Claremont Stags. But a lot of positives that you can take out going further on into the season. Let's take a look at the game summary and the highlights.
As you can see here, right, this is the first score.
Shane Pico gets the ball to the left of the pitch. He's going to take it up the sideline, cuts inside for the first touchdown. Kind of the key to the cog right there, as you see McKibbins go up the middle, drops the ball, gets that second effort, and get in. This was the big play for the Stags right here. The tight end, Ciesla, right up the middle, a lot of open room. Thought he was going in for the end zone, but Connor Larkin was right there for the game. Touchdown saving tackle. You see McKibbins just bounces it outside. And right there, just a lot of things that you can look forward to. Sean Myers had his best game of the season tonight.
Absolutely, and it was a good, hard-fought game for both sides, both running the ball on both sides and passing on both sides.
And you see
Shane Pico right here. Yep.
Pico turned it up late, led his team to a victory, and he was their captain tonight.
And this was that overtime catch with Sean Myers.
All right, and this is the game-winning touchdown. As you see Andrew Segre get to the outside, win the game for the Stags. They move to 1-0. And that was a tough heartbreak. You never want to lose in overtime, especially double overtime.
Double overtime on homecoming is just, it's heartbreaking. It's the worst. But penalties, as we mentioned before, has been the name of the game. They had over 100 yards for penalties, and that's honestly what Bob Owens is going to say, is like, we lost this game because of penalties.
And I'm right there with you. Bob Owens will not be happy with that, and they'll hear it when they come to practice. Well, the final score here from Ernie Wilson Field, the Chapman Panthers 30, the Claremont Mudscript Stags 33. You have watched another broadcast from the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network.